Wow, wow, hey, what's up, everybody? Shabbat Shalom. Good morning. Thanks for tuning in. Just wanted to go live real quick. I have somebody here who's been kind of like learning and had questions and stuff back and forth. And I asked him, if he can just contact me on Telegram and talk about it. And then, he got on the call and I said, hey, can we go live? And he said, okay. And so just wanted to do this Q&A live with you guys, just in case you guys have the same kind of questions and everything, it might help out and just make a video out of it. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you. Make sure to like and share because, a lot of people's probably like, I don't know, busy in their day. They're not getting notifications and just help me out with that. All right. And so I got the only one, the only one. And you said you're in Baltimore, you said, brother?
Yeah, I'm around the kind of Pennsylvania, Delaware-ish area.
Oh, okay. Pennsylvania, Delaware, like in between those two.
Yeah, I'm kind of like borderline Pennsylvania, but it's like right next to Delaware.
Okay, okay. Yeah, right. So how long you kind of been watching the channel or following?
So I actually found your channel this year from Arisha Stone. I think maybe 5 to 7 months, give or take.
Okay, okay, yeah, okay. That's good. Just so I can have like, just so I can understand, how much you might have watched or whatever. And yeah, I did see you comment a lot in my comments, and and I did try to answer, but it's just hard to answer on text. Really, like so much context gets left out, So
I
it's
agree.
yeah. So somebody's asking, are you in Delaware County?
Uh, so where I'm at, I think, dang, what's it called? It's over kind of like Pike Creek-ish, like Pike Creek area. I
Oh,
know I'm about maybe an hour from Delaware, Newcastle County.
okay. Yeah, no worries, bro. I just somebody was asking, so I'm not. I mean, I've been to Delaware, but I don't know the whole area, so it's all good. Um, so let me know, like, what would you like to talk about?
So I think to start off, the initial question between the accommodated with the Mexicans and stuff like that, just to specify, I don't mean like all people who consider themselves like Latin or Hispanic or Mexican or anything. I just more so mean the few people who try to disassimilate themselves. You get what I'm saying? I understand like there's different origins for everybody, so everybody isn't the same. But from my understanding, the people of the Americas amongst other parts of the world, especially like Central America and South America, we are the same kind of people. It just kind of changed, like even with the names of some of the civilizations in Central and South America. When you go to North America, you'll find similar kind of names. It's just in a different style, if that makes sense.
Okay, but so what about Mexicans though? Like, what?
So my question was more so, how come some Hispanic or Latin people kind of they separate themselves from the rest of the Indian people based off looks and based off certain things that they're taught. Like I've had Dominican friends, right? And we're the same kind of skin tone. But when I tell them I'm an Indian, they look at me more like an African, if that makes sense.
Okay,
You
well,
guys,
yeah, I get what you're saying. So right away, that's the whole world. Anybody who doesn't know true history is gonna say you either African or a descendant of Africans, not just Mexicans. And so right now, what I'm showing on my screen is, you know, what they calling Afro Mexicans, right?
mm-hmm.
So That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Like, what Mexicans are you talking about? Because these people, you know, do they look like you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like I've
But
seen someone darker than me who's only spoke Spanish.
yeah, of course.
Like an Olmec. Like literally, he looks like an Olmec.
I can show you many different omics, right? Not just the stone heads, right? People kind of leave out. Um, so Skogi necklace. What's this? Skogi.
Mm,
So no, they're not really showing all of them. Like this is what they look like. They straight black, straight whatever you perceive as so-called black or African American. All right,
hmm.
you see, like him.
Yeah, and that's another thing I noticed too. Like it didn't really make sense because I find it a lot more so on like the younger people compared to the older. You
Okay,
know,
so that's what I'm saying. Like these are kind of things you can kind of answer on your own. Like yeah, now you're talking about the ignorance of young people who have no real research, right? And
yes.
then the older folks who are like that, they're just ignorant people, you know. So all Mexicans are not like that. Um, and Mexico's not the only Spanish-speaking country, right? So,
Hmm.
so yeah, like saying Mexicans, like it's to me it's like people try to like generalize and use that for Hispanic-speaking or Spanish-speaking people all over the world. So what I want to say to you is, why are so-called Black Americans, young Americans, or even older Americans ignorant or doing the same thing? You know, what would you say? How do you answer that?
I would say from my experience and perspective to speak unbiasedly, uh, as far it's kind of the same amongst all the different kinds of people. I'm not gonna lie. It's really whether they want to actually learn it, they've been taught something and they're not willing to unteach themselves and learn the right way, or just they don't care enough to actually go into the details.
There you
You
go.
know, because the only reason I asked that is because I've been around a lot of different kind of people, and like certain terms, it's not even towards other quote unquote black North Americans. Sometimes it's literally against their own people. You
What?
got what I'm saying? Like say someone from Colombia or someone from maybe Puerto Rico, right? Now they have different variations, but they use words like, well, not them, but others classify and use words as brunette, morena, moreno. And sometimes it's not just used to classify a quote unquote black person. It can be someone who is Spanish speaking or Latin or Hispanic, and they're just of a different phenotype classification or skin tone classification. So that's really like what I'm trying to understand. I know there was a certain time period where certain things were taught, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just more so trying to really grasp the idea of, well, when I look at the older people, like the females, the grandmas, I have grandmas that look like quote unquote Hispanic or Mexican grandmas, like phenotypically, how they look, their skin color, how their hair is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my thing was more so coming from that kind of background. If you just look at some people, you can tell we're the same. So I don't fully understand like that's like me telling somebody else that they're not Indian and I have no idea nothing about them, just based off what I've been taught of what an Indian is supposed to be, how much Indian I am, and that from my understanding and ignorance, they're not supposed to be Indian. They're supposed to be like Asian or something. You know, that is more so that. And I ask you, since you You come from Costa Rica, correct?
Yeah, I was born there. Yeah, I live here now again.
Yeah.
I just,
So
I
I
just, before you continue, I just want you to know you answered your own question earlier. When I asked you, see, you want to talk about Hispanic people, right? But I asked
Mhm.
you, well, what do you say to the ignorant, young, or old black folks, meaning Pan Africans, right? They're not non-Hispanic. I'm not talking about Hispanic black folks that are in the States. I'm talking about straight up so-called black folks that are
Mhm.
Pan Africans or just about being black Indian, and they don't see people that look like me as Indian. They say the same thing to me. And you answered it. You
That's
said,
true.
no, this is what I need you to think about every time. Like you're focused on other people and you're focusing on the bad apples, right? You're focusing on the bad apples because all Mexicans they like that, all Hispanics ain't like that. And then you're like forgetting that's a world thing. It's not based on region or nationality. Ignorance is all over the world, and there's ignorant and bad apples in every community, in every nationality, unfortunately. So the same applies to everybody. The same applies to black folks in the States. They do the same to me. They do the same to some people. A lot of black folks don't think I'm in it. They think I'm a Mongol. They think I'm, whatever they think, Spaniard, whatever they say about me. It's the same thing. So me, I don't see any difference based on nationality. I see ignorant people as ignorant people, no matter what color they are or what nationality they are.
I agree.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can fully get what you're saying.
So why are you focusing only on them? Like, what is it you're trying to really like? What is it? Are you debating with somebody? Are you constantly trying to prove something to somebody that is Hispanic and they're coming at you rudely or something, or what's going on?
No, my thing is more so for a good amount of my life, I have lived like around Hispanic people. And it's always been two kinds of things. Either I'm very immersed or they do not accept me. You know what I'm saying? But we go through similar kinds of things. So I don't really have anything against any kind of people. I'm just more so trying to understand like where where did that disconnect come from? But like you said, I kind of did answer my own question. I kind of realized as I was explaining it because it is a general thing. People in Russia go through the same thing.
Yeah,
So,
I mean
but
they were told all black folks come from Africa. They were told all Europeans look a certain way. They told they're the mestizos. That's what we grew up with hijacks all over the world, bro. And we
mhm,
carry these hijacks all our lives because everybody's not a historian. Everybody's not a researcher. Everybody doesn't care about true history. You're going to encounter
that's
ignorant
true.
people in all forms of life, in all countries, and everywhere you go. And, I've learned to not focus on the bad apples and focus on the ones who really care. Like
Right.
we just got to accept that ignorance is real and there's bad apples in every society. And you got to kind of get past that at some point. Like why? Okay, like if somebody's disagreeing with you and all that, like don't talk to that person. You block them, you get rid of him. Don't matter what people say, bro. It's what you know. It's who you are. What you can
Right.
prove. What you can prove. Like it's like that's kind of when I wanted to do this live because I want everybody to hear this. Joseph says that's right. Ignorance doesn't practice prejudice. So like once you get to a deeper understanding of real history, I mean, people like that, it's just trolls, bro. It's just trolls in every form. It's not just, and all Hispanics are not like that. All Mexicans are not like that. And I'm showing you
Yeah.
Mexicans right now. So it's like a lot of people say Mexican, and they're not picturing this man right here.
Yeah. They have like a stereotypical idea.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they
Yeah.
don't travel. They don't know the world. They haven't been to Mexico. you
I
know?
agree because I've seen like I haven't been there yet. I'm going to. but just from doing my research on the pictures, a lot of the people look like my family members, like bit by bit, literally. Like if I stood next to them, you would think we're related.
Because you probably are.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you understand? Like, there's no answer to that. Like, what you're asking is just something you already know because you answered it yourself.
Yeah, it's just in general,
You
that's
got
just
that.
how some people are. That's just,
Yeah,
you
you
know.
got it. Ignorance is real, bro. Fortunately, there's a lot of ignorant people in the world. They don't have a clue of real history, and they ain't
Mhm.
humble enough to learn the truth because it hurts them. People don't want to be wrong, man. People don't want to be called out for saying foolish things and stuff like that. Everybody wants to act like they're a historian, like they know their whole history, and they really don't.
Yeah, because I feel the same way with like the quote unquote black Americans or the Indian folks. Some of them, okay, say with the Africa thing, we are separate. But some of the African people, some of them did come from America. You see what I'm saying?
A lot,
So my thing, yeah, a lot of them. You feel me? Like a good amount of them. You
a
feel me?
lot,
And
a whole lot of them.
especially the ones who came from the quote unquote Middle East and Arab places. A lot of them came from America too. So it's like,
No, okay, so you're talking about in ancient times? Is that what you're talking about?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the African Colonization Society. Do you know? You ever heard of that?
Uh, I'm still kind of new on it. I heard the one that Americans colonized Sierra Leone. I think that's the most
Yeah,
I know about it so
yeah,
far.
yes, yes. So a lot of the West African countries were colonized by America and Americans. Now, it
Mm,
doesn't mean that these Americans were all pure Americans. And, a lot of them were already mixed in, with Europeans, and they had established a life, a couple generations in the States, and mixed with Indians, and then when that came about, a lot of them went with the American Colonization Society and established these countries, especially Liberia, Ivory Coast, a lot of parts of Nigeria, many other places. Um, I also want to point out you said we separated ourselves. So White Mingo said we in question marks. So this is the thing you keep learning as you keep going through my videos is we who, right? Our who, us who, we who. Who is your we?
right. Be
Who is your we?
specific.
Bro? Who is your we? Your we, right? What is your we? Tell me.
So for my own thing, like I don't really go necessarily by blood or tribe for the simple fact that I understand or overstand that you can have like people in two completely different places that have nothing to do with each other. I go more so based off likeness. I don't really see people as I see everyone as separate because they have their own origins, but on a higher level, I know the true people who have been here since the beginning are still here. That's what I mean by we. Like I don't really see
So
myself as being indigenous to one part of the world. You feel me?
okay, I'm still trying to
I kind
understand.
of feel like
So when you say we, I'm still trying to understand who are you grouping in that? Like who are you picturing when you say we? Like who are you talking about specifically?
um
You've never thought about that, right?
like in context to the sentence because when I say we, I more so mean people who have souls. That's how I look at we.
Everybody, well, let's see, that's too broad, brother. I mean,
Yeah,
supposedly we all got
yeah,
souls,
because I
right?
know everybody
Supposedly we
don't
all got souls. So
necessarily.
that's not you're not being specific enough. So supposedly we all got souls, right? And if we don't, then damn, that's a demon or something, right? So are you so you're saying anybody who's not you is a demon or has no soul or what? What? Like that's what I'm trying to say, bro. Like I know
No,
I'm being subliminal, but I want you to like understand what I'm saying. Like who is your we? Like when you say us,
nah,
hey,
I get
hey,
where
we
you're
gotta do
coming
this,
from.
we gotta do this. Like try to get more specific.
Okay, so if I can be as specific as I possibly can be, if I was to specify what I say when I say we, like my we is more so like a feeling, like I look at people as if it's a combination, if that makes sense. Like I look at people in Asia as if, okay, I might be similar to some of the people over here doing certain things. Like I don't really look at myself as anything too different from anybody. Like I kind of look at myself as the world. I look at the world as so that might not be specific enough, but I never used we in the sense to talk about one kind of people.
Well, you just
I
did.
always looked at it as I'm on the world.
Well, you kind of said that earlier. You said we are separate from them when you're talking about Africans.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. When I said that, I mean more so in the sense of
We
a
who?
whole theory of
That's
us
what
coming from one place.
that's what I'm saying. We who? You literally made a separation. So I'm trying to figure out who is separate from Africans. Who is your we? Look, let me give examples, bro. Now,
Mm,
if I say we, my people, me, we, us. A lot of people that don't know me, they're gonna assume we Costa Ricans, we Hispanic people, we us here in
mhm.
the Americas, uh, we light skinned people, uh, we Chorotega Indians. Like it depends. Or we Israelites. Like you understand what I'm saying? So who is your we?
Yeah.
Who is your we, bro?
Well, and,
I'm
and
trying to
in
help.
that sentence, I was talking about we as us in America.
Okay, us in America, the whole Americas. America's the whole continent.
Yeah, that is vast. I can see where y'all coming from with the
So
specification. Yeah.
no, that's just the truth. I live in Central America. I was born in Central America. I'm in from the Americas. So, do you mean we from the United States? Is that what you meant?
No, I meant we in America are different than the people in Africa just
Okay,
by where we're from.
okay,
I'm not talking about as far as like we have nothing to do with each other. I'm
okay.
talking about like
And
origin.
I'll say this. I'll say this, bro. How do you know that? Like you just grouped millions and actually billions of people from the Americas as one people or like the same. We're not all the same, bro. You know how many people
Okay.
migrated over here? Like that's the whole story of America, like colonization, bro. It still is the immigrant thing, right? So
Yeah,
we're not all the same, even over here. That's what I'm saying. You got to get those concepts of grouping people together, especially when you don't know specifically who you are.
right.
Yeah, before we went live, you told me you were just now starting to work on your genealogy. You haven't really done it. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to help you understand, and I'm doing this on purpose because there's a lot of people that have the same kind of like conclusions and ideas and questions. So it might be clearing up something for them too. So you understand, you gotta be careful when you say we, because we end up generalizing, and we end up
Yeah.
grouping billions of people into one group.
I can definitely see that. Like I have no issue with how you went about it because honestly, like I said, I'm not up here from a place of ego. Like
Yeah,
I'm still fairly young myself. I'm not gonna act like I know everything, but I'm willing to be incorrect in order to learn what's correct. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. No, it's good. It's good. That's what I'm trying to help you. So again, just as long as we understand, when we say we, I understand now that you're talking about all of us here in the Americas, and we can't say that because there's African people that migrated over here. That's already here 2 or 3 generations. So you can't say those people are separate from the Africans where they're coming from, right? Um,
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. But I get what you meant. I get what the culture, right? The culture is very different together because people come here and they integrate themselves into the American or America's culture. So I understand what you're saying in that part. Um, Going past that, you said. Well, you went into way back in time, you know. It's like we have to go into the theory of conjecturing now. You know, like when you're saying the Geminites are Americans and all that. Like, okay, I mean, America's a true old world. We can kind of agree a little bit, but you gotta understand there's thousands and thousands of years of mixing and integrating with other peoples, becoming their own people. Even if they had come out from ancient America, 15, 20,000 years ago, whatever, just giving out a number.
I
But
have a question if you don't mind.
this is the time to ask. That's why we're here.
Right. So with that, okay, so from the research that I have done, right, it seems as though a long time ago, or maybe for certain people not as long ago, that there's a common origin. But my question is, how long of a time period does it take for people to become separate from the people they were originally like alike with, if that makes sense?
Okay, see, there's kind of things that you gotta understand. You gotta be able to answer yourself. Like, how would anybody really know that? Like, how would I really know that, right? Because it's not. I don't think that's gonna be the same with every person. It depends on so many factors, bro. Like how you separate yourself from your original culture. I mean, that can be many reasons why, many factors, bro. I wouldn't know exactly one. There's not one way. You understand? You're not asking specific questions. You're asking very generalized questions.
Mm. So,
Like you
is
gotta get
there
specific, bro. Like
do
you
do
gotta
you
get to the.
happen to know a way I could ask that more specifically and like an example?
Yeah, I'm trying
Like,
to figure out what you're talking about because I don't know what you're talking about. Separate from what? Who are you talking about? You got to try to get more specific, bro. It don't matter. Don't worry about what you might say wrong. No, don't worry about that, bro. Everybody got questions, bro, and it's okay. You just gotta,
okay, so
yeah, don't generalize.
say
Specific.
say an analogy. I'm not using for the context, just for the sake of an analogy. Say like if Taiwanese people and I don't know, Fijians came from a similar place. If they split amongst two different lands, would they be different from the time that they split? Like how would you know when people aren't the same anymore?
And I'm trying to really understand what you're saying. So you're talking about Fijians, right? What
Hmm.
Fijians? So
Just
what?
hypothetically, I'm not saying.
Well, what Fijians are you talking about?
Um, I don't really know like a specific group. I won't lie.
Then why are we talking
I'm
about
just
stuff?
more so because
This is what I'm saying, bro.
I'm
Let's talk
I'm
about
trying.
let's talk about reality and things we know already, right? Things that's we can talk about. I mean, we're going off on conjecture. I don't do that, bro. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't conjecture. Like, I don't generalize. You have to get specific. I'm showing you some Fijians right now. So, what's up? These Fijians, who are you talking about? Separate how? I don't know what you mean. I need examples. Like, what do you like? Let's talk about things that you've seen or know that I have shown and proven. Like, you're asking very random, generalized questions that are missing context. And with all respect, right? Like,
Hmm.
what do you want to know? Like, I'm trying to see what is your point. Like, let's talk with real examples. Let's not talk about you saying you're making an analogy with the Fijians. All right. I mean, I don't have many videos on the Fijians, so I don't know why we're going that way, right?
Okay. So I don't want to come from a place of ignorance. Do you mind if I ask you, do you know two people who supposedly came from like two groups of people who supposedly came from a similar place?
Yeah.
Do you mind if we go with them just so, I'm not running around in a circle?
I don't understand still what you're trying to say. Okay, so look, you might have Sephardic Jewish ancestry, right? I might
Right.
I might have Sephardic Jewish ancestry. But we now live in two different places. We have two different, a lot of generations. Is that what you're talking about?
In a sense, yes. Like if you came from the same thing, how many blood lineages, I guess, would it take to be different?
Different in which way? How can you make somebody who is the same different? I don't get what you're saying, bro.
So are you
And
saying like if
then
you're the same regardless?
you're saying no. See, you're not asking specific questions, bro. You're saying people have to change in a couple in mad generations. That could happen in one generation, bro. That can
Mm,
happen in one generation, bro. People don't know who the hell they are. In one generation, don't know their parents, don't know their grandparents. Separation happens. And that's why we are doing this where we're pointing fingers at everybody and judging everybody, not knowing that we might be more closer related than we think. But
right,
it doesn't, it's not gonna, you're not gonna get one answer. Oh, that takes 8 generations. Oh, that takes 2 generations. But bro, you're asking, you're not under, you're not understanding that your questions are missing a lot of context. There is no one word, one answer to that. That depends on many factors, like I said earlier. I wanted to ask, how old are you, bro?
I'm 22.
Oh, okay, okay. So that helps me a lot, bro. You're really young, right? You're
Yeah,
really
I'm
young.
still figuring this stuff out. I'm not gonna lie.
When I was 22, I thought I was old and I thought I knew shit, and and then now that I'm in my 40s, I realize how young 22-year-olds are. We're like babies still at that age, especially in this society because we are raised like babies, not knowing shit,
Mhm.
right? Being lied to, not knowing ourselves. We don't always have the best role models or parents or guidance because they also been brainwashed or
And then
indoctrinated.
sometimes once you figure stuff out, you have no one to like go over the stuff with who can understand it on the level you get what
You,
I'm saying?
I
You
think
understand.
I think you're complicating yourself with your own questions, bro. Like you gotta keep it more simpler, more closer to you,
Right.
more closer to you. You're trying to figure out everybody else, but you haven't done your genealogy completely yet. And that's why I tell everybody, I was like, why are you worried about so many other people when you don't know about yourself yet?
So when you did your I'm assuming you was already doing research before you did your genealogy, but after you did yours, you were able to look at stuff from a more like complete, like grasp more stuff that you didn't get before you did it.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to
So, did you start your research and stuff before you did your own genealogy?
research myself before I do my own genealogy.
No, like as far as your works that you have done on your YouTube, did you do your own genealogy before that or as you
Uh,
were doing?
no, because I didn't know. We didn't grow up knowing about genealogy. We've heard the word, we've heard about family trees, but no, this wasn't pushed on us, right? We
Mm.
grew up with out of Africa theories, bro. So, and then they tell us all Europeans are look a certain way. And then they told us, oh, you guys are this and you guys are that. And that's what we grew up with. Nobody's trying to do genealogy, bro. Nobody in general was doing genealogy. So, no, I didn't do genealogy first. I was just into history all my life, you know? I didn't even know I can trace my people like that, build a family. I didn't even know. These websites weren't around, bro, when I was little, bro. When I was 22, this website really wasn't like that popular. Nobody knew this stuff when I was 22. They were nobody teaching real truth when I was 22.
Mm.
I wish they were. I
I
wish
can
they
say
were.
that's how I got here. Like ever since I was young, I always wanted to know the overall flat out unbiased truth. I know there's so many different, you know, ways to go through that and get through that, and you're never going to find one truth. But I always wanted to know, like, I always had a thirst for understanding the truth of the world that I'm in. You know, that's kind of how I came across your page and how I got into this field in general. I always wanted to know, like, the truth, reality, you know?
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to like I'm trying to get to the like I know these are like to you real questions, right? Like they're you know to you it might be important, but they're very generalized questions and missing a lot of context. Dodge the Haja said, yeah, he's asking how long would it take them to realize that they are actually the same people, or how long would it take them to forget that they're the same. That's what I'm saying. There is no one word answer for that. That can be one generation, that could be two generations, that could be 8 generations later. Like it's not the same for every family or every people. It depends on many factors. Okay.
Yeah.
So are all your people from the States?
From my understanding, yes.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought I heard an accent, but maybe it's because you're on speaker. I thought you had like an accent, but maybe it's just the way you sound. But
Um, I mean, some of my peoples are from the more southern parts of North America, so maybe that's why. But all my blood lineages, as far as what I know of them so far, none of them come from outside the country.
okay. So, I haven't been really able to answer specific stuff. You're not asking specific questions. So hopefully, like, okay, you've been watching videos. You have a lot of comments in the comment section, and what do you want to know, like, that I can answer? Not generalized questions. Not like that's gonna because I can say, oh, that takes 8 generations, right? You're gonna believe me, and then I could be wrong, right? Like that's not the case for everybody.
Okay, so
I don't
I
even
want
think
to ask
I don't think any
about,
scientist can answer that. Nobody. I don't think anybody can answer. That's not a. It's not one answer.
okay, my question will have to more so do with like the studying aspect, because really I'm a studier. I like to study. So I kind of would like to know some more like search engines, or how do I find certain resources that I cannot find on Google or Brave? Like, how do you look for very specific details
Okay.
when I'm just doing it by myself?
Okay. I'll try to help. I kind of literally show you this on every video. I literally show you the process, but I'll go ahead and answer. I just want to answer somebody in the chat. Okay. So Curtis Brooks, you have the Alliant members only uh, symbol, and you're asking me what nation and heritage I'm from. So I'm kind of surprised you don't know because I say all the time where I'm from. I've spoken about myself, and especially in the members only videos. You have to catch up, Curtis, to the members only videos that you remember. And I have gone over my story so many times because I've always get that asked. All right. So this ain't about me right now. I'm trying to help people. All right, Curtis. If you want to talk to me and get to know me, do what this young brother did and contact me, you know, just like he did. And we can talk if you don't want to make the time to go through the members only videos. Thank you. All right. So, bro, it's called, it's just called research, bro. Studying is one thing, right? Yeah, you can study many things. I can study Call of Duty game, the manual. But what are we talking about, right? What are we specifically talking? We're talking about history, right?
Yes, like
Not just
if
about
I
studying, not just about studying, right? You got to know the difference between a primary source and just anything you're reading. Do you understand the difference between those two?
I'm a voice what I think it is from my understanding, and then from there, you know. So from my perspective, a primary source is like being there physically, writing it down, and having the what you call it, the content to actually back it up that this is what it actually was in real time.
Okay. So let's make it simpler, right? So primary source is in record from the times that you're studying. So if I read a book and it's quoting somebody like a colonist or an Indian saying something in the 1600s, that's a primary source. That's not a third person telling me in 2025, oh, he said this, he said that. All right, let me see
Right.
where he said that. Let me see. Because the person could be making it up. I literally did a video yesterday. Did you watch it?
Yes, I actually watched that one.
And you saw how fake that was, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because there's no primaries, there's not historical, bro. You saw how I did it? How I figured out how easy, literally, like I didn't really need to do much, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie,
Like,
that was a pretty easy one.
where
I'm
are the
not gonna
sources? That's what you gotta ask. Where are they getting this info from? Let me see if this has a footnote or a reference. Follow the leads, bro. Follow the footnotes. Follow the references. That's all I do, bro. And then I go verify. I look for their source and I go verify, see if it says that or not. And if it says something else, then obviously somebody's making up stuff and being biased and just adding stuff and nobody's verifying.
That was actually a follow-up question I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask, have you ever had a primary resource and you go to fact check the resource and it's incorrect where they're getting it?
I just told you.
Like that.
That's what I
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
said.
you
That's what
answered
I
it. Yeah.
literally just said. Yes, bro. It's not a primary source, obviously, if it's incorrect. So if somebody is mistranslating or misrepresenting the quote in modern times, that's not a primary source, bro.
That's
That's why you
true.
gotta verify. You gotta go to the source. So if they say uh, all Indians look like pink elephants, right? I'm like, oh
Mhm.
shit. And he has a little footnote there, right? I'm like, oh shit, let me go see if that really says that. You understand?
Yeah, I get
And
what you're saying.
I go read the source that they actually were quoting, and it doesn't say that at all. Just go to the primary source. And if there isn't, then it's a conjecture. Then somebody's making sign up until you show me a source, a historical reference, anything, newspaper clipping, anything, genealogy, anything, bro, archaeology, anything.
I'm going to look it up for myself after this, but do you mind elaborating to me what a conjecture is? Because I'm
Yeah,
familiar with the word, but maybe I haven't
no worries.
been introduced to it in the right way.
Yeah, no worries. And these are good questions, man, for everybody, right? So let's go to the etymology. Let me see if I can get the etymology right.
Isn't that explaining something?
Look, this is the basic. Look, opinion. Do you know what an opinion is?
Yes.
Are opinions facts?
No.
Okay. Or judgment based on inconclusive or incomplete evidence. Guesswork. You're literally guessing.
Mm,
It's a guess, bro. An opinion or conclusion based on guesswork. That's what we all end up doing when we don't know real history. We start adding our own things based on incomplete evidence, based on our beliefs and biases. We've been taught a conjectural history. Oh, he's European. They mean white. Oh, he's black. They oh look, it says he sold a Negro. That's an African. Where does it say African? We know Indians were called Negroes. We know black Europeans were being called Negroes. So why are you saying he's an African just because you see the word Negro? That's a conjecture. That's a judgment. That's an opinion. That's an inconclusive or incomplete, assumption, right? Based on your guessing, right? Because somebody told you that all black folks are Africans and that all Europeans are white. Because somebody
Could
told you and you never verified it and you believed it. You believed the
could
conjecture.
could a conjecture also be when someone says, okay, so in this situation, I've seen in videos that I've watched trying to learn more about certain tribes. that people will say all the examples that we have of the Indian stuff. Well, I won't say we. All the examples of the Indian heritage that people show aren't older than the quote unquote African stuff that they can trace back. Like it's all more recent. Is that a conjecture? Because I feel like I have seen a lot of sources that predated.
Okay,
I feel
you.
like that's more
This is what
around a
I'm saying.
theory.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I like to get specific. I need to know what sources you're talking about, right? Because,
Hmm.
like I said earlier, you can read something. It doesn't mean it has sources, like real primary sources in it, though. I can
Okay.
I can read whatever I find on online. I can Google right now anything, and if I just go to the first website and just read it and just believe it, that's not a source, bro.
Okay.
That's a blog. That's an internet blog.
Okay. So to be very specific, I was watching, I believe, Top Cats debate with some Afrocentrics. Now, already they're Afrocentrics. So I'm not saying this is true. I'm just asking, is that an example of a conjecture? Because
Sometimes it's worse than a conjecture because these people,
that sounds more
these people,
defensive.
because
You know, it
that's what
doesn't.
I'm saying. It's worse than a conjecture when you actually think you're saying something right and you know you haven't proven it yet. That's even worse. That's just people making up shit and being ignorant.
Mhm.
So you didn't give me a specific, so I don't know what you're talking about. Give me, what did he say? What did this Afrocentric guy on Topcast channel say? Give me the specifics.
Okay. So basically, I can't remember who exactly it was. It was a panel of about three different talksmen. But he was essentially saying all the resources that you could show of records of being connected to the Indians in America, as in your blood and your family, all the records to show that we are not from Africa are recent records. They're not uh you, like we don't have records as old as they have records or something like that. And I'm just asking because I've heard Afrocentrists and other people, supposedly non-Afrocentrists even, say stuff like this, like all the oldest records are in other, like in Africa or Asia or something. And there are old records over there, but they're saying it as if America does not have older records. They only have more recent records.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Like I'm surprised you're asking me this, right? Because isn't that what I show in my channel, bro? I'm showing the oldest record. Like, what do you mean, bro? You should be able to answer that.
Yeah, I'm just asking, is that a conjecture or
Course,
is
that's a
that
conjecture, bro. You know they're making that shit up when you see I'm showing it, bro. I'm showing it so you already know that's just him making up shit. That's how he sleeps at night. That's how people sleep at night, comfortable in their own in hijacks. They make up shit, bro. That's
but
why I don't do the blog and the talking on panels because people can say whatever they want, bro, without having to show any proof.
but
That's why I don't do that. This is
but
look, you seem like a smart young man, right? You should be able to already look. When I say dodge the hijack, it's an art, bro. It's an actual art. It's a skill nowadays. You have to be ready to dodge the hijack. You got to know what the hijacks are, bro. You have to have a foundation for that. You must have a foundation of what you know already. You already know, if you've been watching my videos, that that is not true, bro. I've shown you old records. What
for
records?
sure, I'm not saying I go based off that. I was just asking if that was an example of that.
Yes, and I'm answering more more detailed because I want you to be able to do this on your own. You don't need to ask me that. You
Gotcha.
should know that already. Just hear what he's saying. You already know. Well, other people have shown me old records. So what is he talking about? Yeah, he's so so. See, this is a great example, guys. This is listen, guys. Anybody here on outside, like, there's actual people that don't understand that they gotta question people that are talking on certain panels. And even though they know already that's wrong, they still like question. They still trying to give the people the benefit of the doubt. Like, no, you gotta be confident in what you know. You gotta be confident. So, or else, what is the point? What is the point of learning all this if you're just gonna like let people slide or let just be like, oh wait, what is he talking about? I've seen Kurimeo
Yeah,
show both sources. What is he talking about? Yeah, that's a conjecture. That's more than a conjecture. That's him lying. Because people innocently conjecture because they've been indoctrinated. Nah, a lot of these Afros, what you call them Pan Africans, right? They purposely want to stay in the hijack. And it's all based on beliefs, like a religious mind state, not knowing, not proven facts, beliefs, biased beliefs too. You just want everything in Africa, and that's it. So you'll say whatever you need to say
for it to be in Africa.
to have people believe you. That's what I'm saying. Don't believe these people, bro. Where's the sources?
Yeah, I can say I
I,
definitely
I
see
hope
that.
Top Cat came back at him. I hope he answered him. I hope he corrected him, because I know Top Cat does.
Yeah,
You get what I'm
I can definitely see that. Yeah, because when I heard it, I didn't believe it at all. I've just heard it more than one time from you know what I'm saying. That's really why I asked. Because sometimes when I don't understand what someone's saying, I try to understand it, and maybe that's the defense and my found. I mean, the disability and my foundation where I'm giving someone the benefit of the doubt because I'm trying to understand where they're coming from, kind of with like the Mexican question, quote unquote Mexican, quote unquote. I won't say, dodge all that, but yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm giving people too much benefit of the doubt, trying to understand something because I
saying?
don't get it.
You just gotta understand that there's just fucked up people out there that are misinforming people on purpose because they want you to believe in what they believe. They choose to do that. You gotta understand that, bro. And yo, shout out to Top Cat for entertaining these people because I know he makes examples out of that. He makes them into learning opportunities for everybody else to have these fools come embarrass themselves on his channel. I know what he's doing, bro. And that's all good. I just don't have the patience because with me, I'm not so-called black, so they will get disrespectful with me. They'll say, "Well, who are you? You're not us. Don't talk about us, right? Us." There we go
And
again.
that's the craziest thing. It's crazy how people would do that and they don't even know that the people who they think are black aren't even close to them. That's the craziest shit ever.
Yeah.
My bad for cursing. Apologies.
No. That's what I'm just trying to tell you, bro. People unite in blackness. They could be totally
Yeah.
different peoples, but they unite in blackness. They
Because
got
the same
they
conjecture
think of-
I heard, oh, sorry.
Go ahead, go ahead.
The same conjecture I heard with, say, for instance, the
Hold on,
quote unquote,
hold on, brother. One second, brother. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
okay.
Hold on. Hey, guys, moderators, listen. Help me out when people come like El Puma. Don't block them, right? But help me out and explain to him what I would say to people like him, right? We're live right now, El Puma. This ain't about you right now, El Puma. So don't come here just, going off topic with your little hurt feelings, man. And nobody here debates. That's what you don't understand. Nobody's debating. We don't debate truth. That's what you don't understand, bro. That's entertainment. Who the hell's the panel? Who's the judges? To even if you call it a debate, who's saying who's right and wrong? Because obviously you don't go off primary sources. I show sources, bro. I don't debate. I show research. I don't debate. I'm not gonna debate the sky is blue with a fool who says the sky is pink or some. Well, it is pink. Or let's say the sky is like some crazy color, right? The sky is green instead of blue. Am I gonna debate that? Am I gonna go down to his level to try to convince him that the sky is blue? No, bro, because I already know and I got the facts and I got the primary sources. So whatever you want to debate, point it out and let's talk about that specific thing. Make sure you've watched the video first and verify what I've shown. Okay? Thank you. Now have some respect, man. And you can have your time. If you want to come on a panel like this, El Puma, and be able to talk to me, let's do it live. Let's do it live. Contact me on Telegram, contact me on my email, contact me on Twitter, contact me on my Patreon, or wherever you need to contact me, and we'll do it. All right. Thank you, man. Guys, help me out with that. All right. Help me out with that. All right. Thank you, man. Sorry about that, bro. Thank you. Go
Nah,
ahead.
you're all good. I understand. So I was saying one of the conjectures I would hear from the Mexican Indian question I had asked you, I was watching Mike TV. Now, again, when I watch people, I don't attach myself. I'm just there simply to see if I can learn anything of true value and if I can fact check it. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole reason why I even research and study. I don't watch something and just take it. I try to fact check it. That's why I'm willing to be incorrect because I'm trying to learn. You got what I'm saying? I'm really trying to research and study and learn. So one of the things I would hear from multiple quote unquote Hispanic or Mexican or Spanish speaking people, at least I'll just say that, they would say they've been taught that they think the Indian is more Asiatic and that they inherit a certain amount of Asiatic or Native American blood
Bro,
at a higher percentage
bro.
than you saw what I'm saying? Like that's
Yeah,
a big
yeah, I
ass.
get what you're saying. You're
Like,
going back to the beginning, bro. You just generalize all Mexican. What Mexican is saying that?
so the people that said it, one of them was from California, and then I think the
And
other
who is
one
he?
was from
Is he and who is he?
I have no idea.
Is he a historian?
I don't even know.
Okay. And that's what I'm saying, bro. We're wasting our time with ignorant people.
Opinions. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
wasting your time, bro. Again, there's bad apples in every country, in every society, in every neighborhood, in every hood, in every color, in every class, social, whatever you want to see it, and nationality. There is ignorant ass people all over the world, bro, including with so-called black folks all over the world. But I don't
Damn.
focus and I don't judge. Imagine if I judged all black folks based on the ignorant, disrespectful, Afrocentric Pan Africans that hate me, or the black Indian only Americans. Black Indian, oh man, he's a Mongol, he ain't us. Imagine if I judged all of y'all
Yeah,
based
that's
on these two
dumb.
people. And I say, and I'll be asking you, hey, why do blacks always try to say that I don't look Indian and I'm not, like it's a very silly question.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? Like I'm not no disrespect, just trying to help you understand something.
Nah, I get what you're saying because the quote I just thought of, like right now, is like if you say a lie long enough and loud enough, people will start believe it's true.
Yep.
Because again, that's something I heard a lot of people say, and it's not true at all. I know it's not true. I don't go by it.
Hold on.
I
Hold,
I, I just don't get it.
hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on. So El Puma, man, listen, man. You're such a fake ass dude, man. You're a fake ass dude, man. He said we're not working together, but Mike TV has more sources. Y'all, all right, man. Go ahead and follow your boy Mike TV. Then what the fuck are you doing here, man? Go ahead and follow
I
ignorant ass
will
disrespectful people. He's made videos about me, talking shit about me for no reason. I never even knew about him. People had to send me the videos coming out of nowhere. All right. You want to talk about Mike TV? All right, hold on. Let's talk about Mike TV. Let's talk about a three percenter.
I will say I
Let's
will
talk
say
about.
Mike TV.
Hold
I
on, bro.
do like some of the
Hold on,
sources, but you
hold on,
can tell the ignorance. Oh, my fault, my fault.
hold on, bro. Okay. First of all, first of all, and this is not. I didn't want to do this because I ain't trying to promote this butthole, right? First of all, he's charging you for genealogy just for a consultation, right? I already see the scam here going on, right? You want to follow ignorant? You want to follow people like this who say they're 132, 132, 132, blood quantum 132. You know in math what that is in percentage? Can you answer that, bro? The only one. What is 132 in percentage?
130, 1/32 of a, like, I don't know how to say it
Okay, don't worry,
exactly,
don't worry,
but
don't worry.
I know what it is.
It's three
Yeah,
percent.
I know what it
Literally,
is.
it's 3%. So he's admitting on his United Nations fake, yeah, uh, yeah, ID that he's only 3% Indian. And if I'm the only
Mm.
one that sees what's wrong with this, then I don't understand that there's no hope for humanity here. There's no hope for humanity here. If El Puma want to ignore this shit and be a blind follower, a fanboy, and ride people's nuts, that's on them. That's on them. But shame on you and F you, man, for saying he has the best sources because I've seen his whack ass fucking shit talking videos. Literally shit talking. And he's scamming people.
Yeah,
And he's only 3% Indian and you want to judge everybody else? He's admittedly saying he's 132 blood quantum Indian. He literally believes them. He literally believes David W. Hill, who's principal chief, right? Who's David W. Hill? Muskogee. Oh, Muskogee. Let's see what he looks like. Oh, that's your chief? That's your chief, Mike TV? El Puma, I know whatever, bro. Don't y'all ain't slick, bro. Y'all come here with y'all fake accounts. You ain't slick. Y'all ain't fooling me. You come here with your fake account, like I don't know who you really are, who you trying to represent. You literally admitted it. All right. Now I know. So this is your chief, right? Yet he says I'm not Indian. He says I'm a Mongol. Literally, this is what he said. I saw his video. He said I'm a foreigner, right? And this is his chief, who looks more like what people would say Mexican or Hispanic.
can I be real? He looks Asian to me.
Okay, well, that's for you. That's your
My
perspective.
my my bad, my bad, Asha, my bad. Sorry.
That's your perspective. I've traveled through the whole of Central America, Mexico, and the Southeast. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're basing that off a perspective. How does he look like an Asian? I don't understand. Like Asians don't. Yeah, some might, some definitely don't. You just generalized. And I can say this about this guy. Oh man, he looks like he could be from Palestine. He could be Hindu.
Yeah,
He,
my
he
my
could be
bad. I
Cape
was just
Verdean.
more
He
so
could be Cape
saying
Verdean. He could be
based
from
on
Africa.
Asian friends that I had.
Be a Tuareg from
My bad.
Africa. He could be Somali. He could be Palestinian. He could be Pakistani, right?
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to tell you,
I see
bro.
what you're saying.
You gotta know if you're a real person. You're a young dude, right? If you learn this, what I'm about to tell you right now, anybody that his age, if you can know how to dodge your own hijacks and your own prejudices and get rid of them, you'll be a great person.
Mhm.
Okay? You're gonna be a great person. You ain't gonna be like Mike TV and all these other fools talking about here they want to come debate and judge others and all this other shit and scam people. You'll be a great person, man. Don't.
So it's really the thought concept. Dodge the thought concept. Don't even entertain the joint. Like, don't
Yes,
even think like that.
yeah, because how do you know this look didn't originate in the Americas too? Not just the Olmec look. What did you
That's
see
true.
reverse? Aren't we saying America's a true world?
Yep.
Okay then.
I I genuinely know every look is not like specified to any place.
All right,
Um,
see, so guys, you get it. Hey, moderators, man, all my people right here, you guys are kind of upsetting me because now you're entertaining this idiot who just got ignorant. He's saying y'all are complaining like a girl, and he said, "I'm here in peace. I got nothing but love." You see how fake fucking people are? You said earlier you're here with love. Now you're being disrespectful. I don't got time for you, and I can't believe you guys are entertaining this fool. Hide that mother effer. He's hidden. He's gone. He's gonna create another account. Watch. That's probably Mike TV, like a little bitch. Get out of here, man. All right, my fault. Go ahead, guys.
you're
Go ahead.
good. I would say about Mike TV, not to bash anything. I do like some of the sources, but it's very ignorant. Like you can tell the ignorance because you probably don't even know the people that like the people up there talking probably don't even fully know themselves. Some of them, I won't say all of them. Some of them. So like how you gonna come at somebody else by a title of what they think they represent and they probably don't even know their whole blood. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't really say someone's not an
That's what
Indian.
I'm trying to show you that right here, bro.
Yeah.
He really believes he's 3% Indian only. That's what I'm trying to say. When I'm trying to show him, he may be way more, and but he hates me, right? Without me ever have talked about him, known him, spoken to him. He's never spoken to me. He don't know me, but he has mad hate for me. People sending me his hate videos that he did about me. That shows you what kind of person this is, and you don't realize that you're following evil-minded warmongers, shit talkers. You don't realize you gotta hold people accountable. You gotta know who you're following. You gotta know where their heart is. Same time, he's scamming y'all. You know, ask anybody I've done their genealogy how much I've charged them. Ask the hundreds of people that I've done. Anybody in the chat that I've done your genealogy, tell how that much did I charge? Zero. And the ones that do pay me is out of their own free will because they felt so happy to have done their genealogy that they wanted to donate something to me. And there was no obligation. You want to help people? You don't do this shit. You haven't even started the tree and you're already charging them $75 just for the consultation, right? That's business, bro.
Talk about it.
That's business, bro. Imagine if I did that to you, bro. Say, hey, yeah, we can talk, but it's gonna cost you $75.
Yeah, a consultation is basically equivalent to a meeting about a topic, is it not? Like just talking about it.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to
Mhm.
tell you, bro. And but people still follow, right? People like that. Because people are the same way. Whoever follows him and agrees with him, because they're the same way. So even if it's not Mike TV here trolling on a different account, whoever follows him and rides his nuts and our fanboys, they're the same kind of people. And then they come here like, oh, don't time me out this time. I got love. And then they're talking about, oh, y'all like a little girls. And, they talking shit at the end. I was real with him. I said, you heard me, right? Everybody heard me. This is record. I said, you want to talk to me? Contact me like this young brother did, right? And he didn't, right? What did he do? He kept both, babbling in the chat, and then he got disrespectful.
Mhm.
That's not a real person, man. See what I'm saying, guys? Like sometimes I get sucked into these trolls and stuff, and I feel like they represent somebody, and they're not important people. They're nobodies. I just gotta remind myself of that shit. Just like you gotta remind yourself, these people are purposely lying to us, so you can believe what they believe. They never show you any real sources or genealogy.
I have one question, and this is what I'm really doing, right? So I know the whole history is a lot different, but I'm still, mind you, I never thought everything only came out of Africa. I never thought that. But I was using the chronology of the dating to figure out the rest of the history of the world because it didn't make sense to me how all the continents were there and people only stay they ass on one continent. That shit just don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it, you just know when stuff don't make sense. It just doesn't. So my question is, like, for you, right? When you started figuring out, how is there a good way to go through the process to deprogram all of the? Because I don't go by it, but still subconsciously, since I'm still so new into getting out of it, because like I said, I just learned about it. You know what I'm saying? I never fully believed in it. I wasn't attached to it, but I was using the chronology, like the concepts, you know? So how do I deprogram all the concepts and then actually learn the real history of the shit outside of it? Because a lot of the mainstream history is literally Darwin Darwinism and out of theories.
Man, that's a again, you're that goes back to what I
Too
was saying.
general,
That's
yeah.
a very broad general question because everybody's doesn't work the same. We all got different ways of learning, bro, and
Well, do you
different.
have any suggestions, maybe?
Okay, yeah, there's a famous quote. It says, "You'll have the truth, and the truth will make you free." You ever heard of that?
Yes.
That's in the Bible, right? So you'll have the truth, and the truth will set you free. All you need is the truth, man. All you need is truth. How can you hold on to old doctrines when you know they're wrong? When you consciously know they're not true? So I'm trying to understand what you're asking. It's just
So
happening.
I guess I'm
That's just
asking,
automatic. That's just
do
automatic.
do I let it all go, or
You
do I
have
hold on to certain things that align as far as facts, not attachment?
so once you have the truth, you will know what you believed in was true and what was not true, and you eliminate, right? You eliminate the false narratives. You have a more solid foundation now.
Right,
So when we say empty your cup, in general, most people have to empty it a lot. You seem like you don't really have to that much. So you said you didn't really always believe, but people did all their lives believe false narratives. So like I said, you might be able to do that a little quicker than other people. There's no one way. Once you have the
right,
truth, okay, this part that I knew or believed in, damn, I was right. And this part, damn, this shit was totally off. I'm glad I know the truth now. So you cancel all that out, man. You keep what's good. That's with everything in life, young brother. Learn the good stuff and not the bad stuff. Don't repeat the bad stuff. Try to be a good person. Learn the good things in life.
right. I definitely say, like,
Hey,
from when I started, it has been
hey guys, listen.
my
Russell. Oh, sorry, Russell. He admitted you missed the beginning. Okay, and it even says it on the title. Questions and answers with a recent follower. He's been here about 5 to 7 months only. You can't expect him to have watched all the videos yet, but he's here and he's genuinely wanting to know, like genuinely. He's 22, so don't base it on how you would answer or what you would think, because it's not everybody's not the same. We're not in the same. Uh, for some people have a long learning curve, guys. It's not. Don't let it all go because he might have some facts already. I'm not saying that. I was very clear. If you have proven certain things, you keep those. If you haven't proven certain things, then why are you holding on to those? You know? Go ahead, bro. Sorry to interrupt you again.
nah, you're all good. I understand. But yeah, I would say because so far my John, like, as far as the years I have been searching and researching and studying, it's probably very small compared to yours. Like, I've only been doing, okay, so it goes by different levels, like it escalates, you know? So I would say 2019 to now. is when the reason as far as like how I paid attention to it.
Uh-huh.
Um, and then I say 23 or 2024 is when it really escalated when I fully dwelled into all the mythology and biblical stuff and basically all the stuff that got me to this point now. So I only really been in the real advanced stuff probably for about 2 years, 2.5. So I'm really pretty new into this. I'll say maybe 20, 20
So remember when, like, when your first comments?
about 5, 6 years.
Do you remember when your first comments?
You said, huh?
Remember when you were leaving your first comments on my channel? And I did say, seems like you're new here. Try catching up. I said that, right?
Yes.
I say that to everybody, bro. There's a reason for that. Because I can tell based on what you were saying that you're missing a lot of context, and that's okay. That's okay. I mean, you're 22, especially, right? Like, literally just coming out of the doctrination of high school and college and all that. And, so, we don't expect people, but that's why I said, I can tell with certain things, I can tell it's pretty new to you, but it's okay. You're here. You're different than most people because most people, a lot of people ain't willing to listen to this. They ain't ready to let go of what they believe, you know, or might be wrong on. People ain't humble. You got humility, bro. You be a wise person, man. Dodge your own hijacks, know your own negatives. You're gonna be a wise person. You're gonna be a leader.
I have there's one thing I always stand on, like I don't hold on to belief or hope or faith. I just need to know and trust. As long as I know and trust, I have enough wisdom to take me there.
Exactly.
I just need
You
to
know,
know. You know what I'm saying?
yes. It's okay to have beliefs, bro. I have beliefs. We all have beliefs. A lot of these beliefs lead to us researching, lead to us trying to find the truth, right? It's the problem is being stuck on the belief and just believing it, and you don't even know if it's true or not.
Right. Or not knowing where the belief came from.
Yeah.
I can see that. Oh, also, I wanted to mention that I did send you that one document about Russia. I'm
Uh
not
huh.
sure if you saw that. Um, I'm still reading it, but when I was reading it for the first time for about the first 2 or maybe 4 pages, maybe I was looking at it in the wrong lenses. So I wanted to send it to you. I'm not sure what kind of, I don't even know how it would contribute to whatever you do, but if you ever just read over it and see what it says, like it's a legit document. Now, I had to reread it. I'm pretty sure it does have footnotes in it, but it's a CIA document from the website.
Yeah. So it's about the creation of the USSR.
Um, I think it's talking from what I read, and it's talking about Russia as a whole, and then it starts going into it says some new kind of people came in there and started suppressing the people who was already there, and then it started listing a whole bunch of different people, like quote unquote races that came in Russia, like
Yes.
lived in Russia.
So what is your question on it?
Oh, I was just mentioning it to you, you know, just so you can go over that anytime,
Yeah.
you
No, I
know.
get it. I get it.
I
I remember.
just wanted to bring it to your attention.
Okay, I remember when you sent it, and I did open it because I'm looking at it now. I just didn't. I saw the first paragraph, and I'm like, okay, and I just forgot about it. So I'm being honest. But what
Yeah.
I want you to remember is you asked me, how do you look for sources, right? So
Mhm.
it's you're saying it's legit because it's CIA, right?
I'm saying it may be more legit because from what I'm reading, it sounds like maybe a census, but
Okay,
I cannot fully verify it since I don't know the people who are actually saying it. It could be false.
remember what
But
I told you.
CIA don't mean legit,
Okay, good. So remember what I told you about what you read online. What should you look for?
right?
What should you look for, bro?
Primary sources.
The sources, the footnotes. What footnotes and sources do they list in this article?
Hold on. Let me open it. I don't have it.
I'm looking at it right now, bro.
Okay. Um, I can't see it right now, but from
Don't
what
worry.
I was reading,
Let me share
I
with
don't think it did. It looked like more like a report.
you. Yeah, let me share with everybody so they can see what we're talking about, right? It's just like to me, it's just very mainstream history, like mainstream.
Yeah, it seemed like a report. Like it doesn't even seem.
It's a
So I
report.
wasn't
Yeah, it's
sure
a
of the
report.
solidity.
So despite its vast extent, the late 19th Soviet Russia and less than 50 miles of railroad, okay? The notorious reports that Russia's political institutions have led people to overlook the real spirit of Russia, okay? Races, a branch of the Slavic, okay, right? Okay, I'm still looking for the sources. Hold on. There's no footnotes at the end. There's no little numbers here referencing where they're getting this info from, right? So I'm going all the way down. I don't see any footnotes so far. Maybe it's at the end. Let's go see. Go see. 80,000 killed, 900. Okay, I mean, I know shit happened. And this is a very modern thing, though.
Yes,
That's what
this is from
I'm trying,
2001.
but I'm trying to figure out what in it is that you found interesting that you wanted to send it to.
Uh, there was a part in there from I think I'm not sure which page exactly. It was a little bit after or around the page with the races, where it's talking about Tartars from the east of Russia coming into Russia. And I wanted to do more research to see if the Muskogee had anything to do with Moscow, Moscow in
Okay,
Russia,
okay,
because I know
okay. You
some
want the
people
answer to
may
that?
have been called Tartars from America.
Yeah, you want the answer to that? It's deeper than
Yes,
what. It's because words sound the same. What is Muscovy? What is the etymology of Muscovy?
that I don't know.
Exactly. So just because two words sound the same, they might have a different origin apart from them sounding the same. Okay, so
Yes,
this is what you need to do. If you really care about knowing this part, right? This is what you need to do. Go to hold on. Go to
and also I wasn't doing it just based off the name. I was also thinking because I know some of the people around America's lands did go over into Russia. So I wasn't sure if I could correlate that or not. I wanted to look further
of
into it.
course you can, but that article has not talking about any of it.
Right.
Okay, and that's more modern times what they're talking about. 1900s, 1800s, the latest.
Right. So that would
You're,
probably be a
you're
much,
talking
much
about
older.
you're talking about something in ancient times.
Oh,
It's two
okay.
different things, man. Two different things, man. But if you really want to understand how they possibly why it sounds similar, go to 432 The Drop Radio, right? Channel. I've been
Mhm.
saying it. I don't know if you've heard me say, go watch this brother, go watch this brother. I started my channel because I started binge watching him and I wanted to do the same, right?
Mm. Yeah, I heard you say that on one of your gardening videos.
Okay, go to his channel and watch the Prester John playlist. It's the very first playlist on his channel, right? This goes back 9 years. You don't have to go all the way back, but if you have the time, you're gonna see, right? You're gonna see all your questions right here about that area of the world and how it might relate to ancient America.
Mm,
Okay? But that's every
gotcha.
area of the world. We went everywhere, man. Went everywhere, man. Okay?
That's why I'm say I'm indigenous to every part of the world. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah. No, see, bro, that's I don't know what you mean by that.
It,
What you
it
mean by
is indigenous the wrong word?
no, bro.
Like
How are you indigenous to every part of the world, bro?
the way I've been using it, I mean it more so like I feel like I'm at home. Like no matter where I go, the
That's just like
environment
saying
just
I'm
feels
human.
like
That's just saying I'm human. I'm from Earth. It's the same
yeah,
thing, bro.
yeah.
What are you talking about, bro?
I see what you're saying.
How are you in everybody in the world, man? You have a specific genealogy. This goes back to what I was saying earlier. Why are you worried about so many other people when you don't know who you are yet, specifically? Who are your people? You can't just generalize, oh, we all came out of this, we all came from Adam and Eve, all right, whatever. We're indigenous, we all indigenous, I guess, if you want to see it that way. But that's 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 totally way off, bro. You're talking about thousands of years of people migrating and mixing and becoming something else. And how do you know that everybody that came out of the Americas was related to you specifically, to your tribe, to your people?
Mhm.
How do you know that?
I understand what you're saying.
All right.
I'm gonna definitely check out that
You know,
playlist.
that's what Pan Africans use, right? You gotta understand, you might be still holding on to some old Afrocentric kind of views because that's the whole thing of African theories. We all from Africa. We indigenous to the whole world. We the first everywhere. We the indigenous people everywhere. We blacks. We blacks.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
I don't know. I always thought
You're
this way
indigenous to
before
Africa.
I
You're indigenous
even
to Africa. You're indigenous to Russia. You're there.
Mhm.
Hey,
I
open
get it.
minded. Listen, man. Open minded. I didn't miss the part where I don't ain't paying me not. What up? You can't buy me. First of all, people, guys, you can't buy me. And there's a lot of people ahead of you who actually been following me for a long time and actually support what I do and stuff. So I make my time for them, right? You can't just buy me though. You can't just say, "Hey, I'm gonna pay you." And, no, you can't buy me. I'm not Money Mayweather. I don't just go for the money all the time. So, bro, any yeah, go ahead, keep asking, man. Keep asking, man.
I'm thinking right now because other questions I would have is more so agricultural because I want to actually learn how to start growing stuff. But I feel like a good amount of it I could probably just look up maybe. Like I'm trying to figure out I got some seeds and I made sure that they're no heirloom or something like that. I'm trying to figure out the best way to store the seeds. And if it's my first time planting, I guess I really just gotta figure out the climate and the environment I'm in and then match the seeds to it. But I don't know if I should do it outside or inside.
It depends, bro. It depends on what you're growing. You know what weather your climate you're in. A lot of things. So it
Mhm.
depends what you're growing too. Like some plants are more resistant than others, specific weather, specific soil.
Yeah, I really don't know anything about as far as season plants, what plants go good in what weather. I really don't know anything. Like I know um
Okay.
I do have you said, huh?
Yeah, when you walk around and you see nature and trees and flowers, who's helping them?
Themselves, the
Hey,
most part.
you just gotta help them help themselves. So if you got a specific plant, you look it up. You go to Google and say, hey, what do tomatoes like? What kind of soil? What kind of nutrients? What kind of this? Right? And then you figure out, where do we get this stuff? A lot of the stuff is literally from the falling leaves, the dirt itself. Like it's fertilized. You gotta just fertilize your plants good and treat them like a living thing. They're living things. They feel your energy. So when you say
Mhm.
people got green thumbs, it's because it's not the thumb, it's the soul, it's the spirit. The
Oh,
plants
that's what that means?
plants have auras. Plants
They
are
do.
living. They feel. They know the hijacks and they know who's real. Real recognize real. You gotta put love into it. Like it's your baby.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't get into it because I know some people in my family have had like land and they used to plant and grow stuff, but they never taught me anything. Like I never like planted or grew anything growing up besides like maybe school stuff. So I really don't know anything as far as planting.
Yeah. It's all good, bro. It's all good, man. Just practice makes perfect when especially when planting. I didn't know how to plant at one point in my life, and I just started doing it, and years later I've gotten better at it, right? So, just keep planting on it, right? I mean, sorry, keep practicing with it. I just want to say something. Hey, James. Hey, James Newton 616. What the hell you babbling about and crying about, man? You coming out here, you coming into my life, disrupting and being a negative energy all of a sudden. What are you babbling about, man? Nobody's talking about Messiah here. What are you babbling about, man? Yeah, I'm gonna block you. What the fuck? Get out of here. No shit, I'm gonna block your ass. You over here talking about random shit in your head out of nowhere. What are you talking about? We haven't said anything about messiahs, or I don't know what you talking about, man. What you heard about. What you heard about, literally. You are crying, man. Yeah, you got yourself blocked, dummy. Yeah, what do you think? I'm gonna waste my time with you? That's what I do here. No hijacks allowed, man. You ain't saying nothing real. If you would have said something real that we can answer, especially with dealing with the context we're talking about, you're all off topic, babbling or crying and shit, throwing tantrums in the chat, man. Chill, man. You got yourself blocked, man. So get out of here. You obviously don't follow me. Whatever you misinterpreting, whatever you mad about or heard about, crying about, man. Grow up, man. Hey James, man. See, that's why I praise you, bro, because you're 22. I'm sorry, man. I called you James. My fault. The only one.
It's
You're
good. It's good.
You're 22 and you got fools like James who probably like a lot older than you, acting like little immature little punks. Like so that's why I give you props, bro. Because
I,
at least,
I
at
appreciate
least
it.
you're
I
being
appreciate it.
respectful. You didn't take anything I said the wrong way. You like because I talk to almost everybody the same way. Probably these hijacks are coming on my chat. Like I probably came at them a certain way, just like I came at you if you said something weird in the comments. But I don't do that because
Yeah,
first of all, text is hard to show emotion, right? You can't show emotion with text. So people don't know if I'm screaming or laughing or trying to be friendly with it, right? They don't hear my tone of voice or whatever. So
yeah, because I was the same.
I
I will
praise
say that's why like when I learned and stuff, I never became too attached. Like I did adopt certain things. I only adopt things if I could prove that it's true. So you know what I'm saying? Certain things come along with that. But I didn't come over here with any ego. Cause if I did, I could have left. You know what I'm saying? But I want to actually know. I'm not here for like emotional and bias and opinions. I want to actually know like
no,
stone fact, truth.
it does take a little emotion, right? Even if we just go on with facts, you have to have emotion a little bit, because you gotta care. You gotta have passion for it. That's your emotion, you know? You gotta care. You gotta really care. And like I said, people want to be stuck in religious mind states and beliefs, like homeboy, like hey Swanky Drake. I know what he was talking about. I was being subliminal. I know what he was talking about. Trust me. I know he's on that. Jesus. I know that. I know that's what he meant. But I'm not trying to bring that up because that's nobody's even talking about that right now. Do you understand how childish people are? They come here with their grudges that they have, or they think they know about me, or whatever they think of me. They hold it in until I'm live talking to somebody, and they then randomly come, start throwing a little tantrum. Most High
Hold
over
on one
everything.
second. I'm gonna blow my nose. Give me 1 second.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna blow my nose real quick. Give me one
Oh, don't
second.
worry, man. You can mute and everything. So yeah, man. Most High over everything. I choose the Most High over everything. I don't care what you think of me. I'm not religious. I know Hawa. I just breathe. I know Hawa. Only one Savior. Let me just read that real quick, guys. I'm gonna have to read it. I'm gonna have to read it. All right. I'm gonna have to read it. I know you guys, a lot of you don't read it, don't read, don't like the Bible or whatever. Whatever you think about it. I'm gonna have to read it for somebody though right now. But now this is what Hawa says. This is Isaiah 43. He who created you, not Jesus. Wow. Jacob, he who formed you. Israel, speaking to a specific people. So maybe you're not that people. That's why you have bad spirit. That's why you're not trying to see the Most High over everything. Do not fear, for I have redeemed you. I have summoned you by name. You are mine. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. This is Hawa speaking, not Jesus. This is the Old Testament. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze, for I am Hawa, your creator, the only one, the only or the Holy One of Israel, your Savior, your Savior. So you can have your Savior, and but we got our own, the Holy One of Yasharallah, his chosen people, man. I give Egypt for your ransom, Cush and Seba in your stead. Since you are precious and honored in my sight, and because I love you, I will give people in exchange for you, nations in exchange for your life. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. I will bring your children from the east and gather you from the west, from everywhere scattered. I will say to the north, give them up, and to the south, do not hold them back. Bring my sons from afar, and my daughters from the ends of the earth, from everywhere. Not just America, not just the Southeast US. Everyone who is called by my name, whom I created for my glory, whom I formed and made. Let out those who have eyes but are blind, who have ears but are deaf. That's James right there, and El Puma and all the other haters right there. All the nations gather together, and the peoples assemble. Which of their gods foretold this? Yeah, which one of your gods? Jesus, and proclaim to us the former things. Let them bring in their witnesses to prove they were right. Where's your sources? So that others may hear and say, it is true. You are my witnesses, declared the Most High. Why? We are the witnesses. And my servant whom I have chosen, so that you may know and believe me, and understand that I am He. Before me, listen, pay attention, all the Jesus lovers out there. Before me, no God was formed. Before me, no God was formed. Before me, no God was formed, nor will there be one after me. No, there will be one after me. Not one after me. Anybody coming after? Oh no, that came in. That's his son, Kurimeo, and there's a new covenant, and there's a new testament, and the Old Testament is old, it's outdated, and I love Jesus, man. I love. But he already said, before me, no God was formed, nor will there be one after me. But you think you're so holy. You think you read scripture and you don't even know your own hijacks. You're blind. You got eyes, but you don't see. If you're stuck in a belief system, you're biased to your own belief because you fear the wrong things. You ain't wise, right? Because you fear the wrong things. You ain't wise. Let me remind you of Proverbs 1:7, right? The fear of the Most High or Hawa is the beginning of knowledge or wisdom. But fools like James and El Puma and everybody else that came today despise wisdom and instruction. They fear the wrong things. You fear Jesus. You don't fear the Most High. That's why you're not wise. You fear religious characters, allegorical, allegorical white baby Jesus, Roman hijack, and you don't fear the Most High. You don't keep the commandments. He said, "No other gods before me, no other gods after me." You don't fear that. That's why you're not wise. So we got no time for y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna block you. And apart from me, there is no Savior. Even I, am the Lord, and apart from me, there is no Savior. There is no Savior. I have revealed and saved and proclaimed. I am not some foreign God among you. Talking about the Great Spirit here, guys. You're talking about that breath you breathe. Who gave you that breath of life? You are my witnesses, declared the Most High, that I am the Creator. Yes, and from ancient days I am He. No one can deliver out of my hand. Not Jesus, not Krishna, not Buddha, not Thoth, not my ancestors. I worship my ancestors. When I act, who can reverse it? This is what the Lord says, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. For your sake, I will send to Babylon and bring down as fugitives all the Babylon. It keeps going. Now you see who's the real Savior, right? You wanna ignore Isaiah 43. You wanna ignore because you want to read your New Testament only, right? The Roman allegorical hijack. Yeah. Who is Prester John though? You don't even know that. That's King David, the historical, biblical King David, Prester John. All right, I'm done. Hey, bro, you back? Sorry about that. I just had to do that real quick.
Nah, you good. Yeah, I'm back now.
Yeah, and just know that's not religion.
Yeah, I know for a fact, like that's why I had to go through the whole mythology and stuff first, because I needed to know. I know there's a difference between the actual scripture, because the actual scripture is talking about real shit. But the hijack and the indoctrination, I don't get into none of that, you know. But uh the actual text is talking about real stuff.
Hey, listen. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm showing you primary sources from the 1500s, 1600s, the colonists, the conquistadors, whoever came from anywhere else saying, hey, I lived amongst these Indians for 40 years. I married
Hmm.
the princess, Choctaw. These people are living just like it's described the Israelites were living in the Old Testament. The same
Hmm.
ceremonies, the same practices, the same dress, everything to a T. That's not religion, that's history. That's
Facts.
showing you that where they got this from. Just wanted to say
No,
that.
that's facts. That's facts. That's always how I felt when I was reading like the Bible, because I still have to read it. I have different versions of it. Like I have a couple of different versions of it. But I just want to read it from an open standpoint after I really understand what I'm reading, you know, because some of it can get kind of heavy, but I need to see, like, I need to see, if you get what I'm saying. I don't got time for any of the extra stuff.
All right, man. Yeah, I mean, we can like get into a whole conversation, and me, I like to show facts. I don't like conjecturing. Like I said to you earlier, I do have my own beliefs, and that's okay. But I don't push those
Mhm.
beliefs on everybody else. I keep my beliefs mostly away from the channel, and I try to, if I do have a belief, prove it with sources. Get it? So
Yeah.
I don't do all that stuff. I don't. People have their own channels. They have religious channels, or they have biblical channels. That's all. That's fine. You know, let them do that.
Mhm.
I'm not just gonna conjecture. I don't want people to just believe me just because I'm saying it.
I respect that because a lot of people they kind of just like to make something sound really good makes a lot of people feel good. You know what I'm saying? But that's not true. That's deception. Like that's a false light.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I'm saying?
emotion. You said it. That's emotion
That's
only.
impulse. Like emotion itself isn't bad. You're supposed to have
Yeah,
emotion, right? But
yeah,
impulse,
yeah.
impulsive,
But you only have emotion.
uncontrolled.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
only going off emotions. Where's your wisdom? Where's your knowledge?
hmm Sometimes you don't. The brain doesn't even think. It just generates. A lot of
Exactly.
people don't even know that.
Exactly. That's why we gotta
You
catch
feel the
our own.
information.
Gotta
The
catch our
real wisdom comes from the inside, your core, that's your purpose, your
yeah,
path.
this. That's why we gotta
Yep.
catch our own hijacks when we're doing it, or we're saying it, or generalizing.
Mhm.
You gotta try not to generalize. That's one thing, from my take today that I noticed. You do, and that's okay. It's not You're not doing it in a bad way or for a bad reason. But we gotta
Yeah.
catch ourselves when we're generalizing.
Yeah, I would say I definitely have to work on that because, you know, I'm not gonna lie, like I don't do it. I definitely do. But I try to be specific. It's just so much in the specification. And I went so long with generalizing. So I gotta kind of like, I gotta go through the process
Yeah, you gotta
of,
go through the basics. What is the
yeah,
basics? Have a foundation.
I agree.
All your
Because
born white and all black folks ain't from Africa, right? That's two basics, right?
facts.
You have to know that, not believe it. You have to
And
know that.
also, there's not only one type of person who have lived in the Americas. That's another one. Like
Yes.
that's one that I was taught heavy growing up. Like since I've been growing up, my family has been none of my family has ever said that I was African. None of them. Like they might have mentioned it because maybe they was taught, but none of them have ever said anything about any of that. They always said they came from here. But every time, like from growing up, what I've been taught is Indians look like one specific way. When I knew that wasn't true.
Yeah.
Just look at my family.
What is your dad's last name?
Spratly.
S- What is it?
Spratly.
Spratley. Wow. I don't think I've
Yep.
ever heard. Okay. What's your mom's last name?
Um, what is it? I think it was
Think.
Tucker.
You mean think?
Because it's a lot of different ones.
No, no,
Sometimes they
no, no, no,
stack
no.
together.
No, 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 no. I'm talking about the one she was born with. Her dad's last name was
Oh,
that
Tucker.
name Tucker. Okay. So, okay, you gotta understand. There's only there's not a lot of last names. We're not talking about marriage names. Okay, whatever you're referring to, that is a lot. She only
I
has.
was more so referring to the Marin, like uh, the name from the father and then the name from the mother.
Yeah,
I
that's why I
think
asked you. That's why I asked you was your dad's and your mom's. That's your two last names, right?
right,
But you have every time you go up another generation, you probably have two more new last names, or then
right.
four, more, and then eight more. and then it keeps growing, right? But yeah,
Right.
so yeah, when we tell you what's your last name, you mean your dad's and your mom's maiden name, what she was born with. That's how you do your genealogy, right? You're not gonna put all these other extra stuff that has nothing to do with her birth.
So
That's
her maiden name would be the name that she gets from her mother, not her father.
no, no, no. Your
I
maiden name,
I just want to
your
make sure
maiden
I'm
names,
understanding.
yeah, maiden names means your mother's last name, what she was born with, because you go by your dad's last name in general. So when people say what is your maiden name, they just mean what is your mom's last name that you, what is your other family. So her
Right.
maiden name would not be her dad's, it would be her mom's. So it might be something different than Tucker. What is
Right.
her mom's last name? Your grandma's.
Um, Lockett.
Huh?
Lockett.
Loxley?
Lockett. Like Lockett.
Okay, Lockett. Okay, listen. That's your mom's maiden name. Your maiden name is Tucker. You get what I'm saying? Maiden name just means your mother's last name, the one she was born with.
Mm, okay, I got you.
You got me? So they, basically, what they're trying to say when they say maiden name, that means your other last name, your second last name, yours,
Okay,
yours. It's talking to a specific person. They talking about that person's specific second last name.
got you.
Now, I'm asking this for a reason. You say you're Indian, right? You know you're Indian.
Yes,
You know you're Indian. Let me say, rephrase that. You know you're Indian, right?
I would like to look into it more, but I'm highly certain. Now, it is possible that it's more than that. I'm not saying I'm only that,
Okay. No, 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 no.
but
Yeah, I get what you're saying. What I
yeah,
want, what I want, like, let's say you are Indian, right? Or you heard stories from your family? Have you?
yes. I
Okay.
haven't necessarily heard, like, I heard oral tradition of like migration and what they used to do, but I'm not too sure about exact name of a tribe necessarily. Not yet.
No, that's fine. I'm not really asking that. I'm asking you what your people said and what you know already based on what the videos that you've been watching, right? I say it all the time. You
Mm,
guys are both. You guys are American Indians and like Europeans. So my whole point was, you say your family says they've always been there, right? It's always been there. They didn't come from nowhere else, right?
mhm,
So how did they get those last names? Those last names originated in Europe.
yeah.
How did they?
So if I'm not incorrect from what they told me, at different points of time when
But
they moved
before you answer, I just want to add context. Think
well, yeah, I know in general, like my peoples wouldn't have just been in America. They would have came from Europe and other places too.
I'm just what I want to say is our elders can say whatever, right?
Mhm.
And we can just believe it. But do they know real history? Be honest. Do they have all these facts we've gone over the last 8 years? And do they know that all Europeans weren't white or that all black folks ain't slaves or weren't slaves or came from Africa? Do they know that?
Some of them know bits and pieces, yes.
Bits and pieces. All right. So if they don't know the whole thing, then even what they tell you could be missing a lot of context. Okay. So
Yeah.
go ahead and tell us the story that they told you.
Okay. Um, I won't say too much just for certain reasons, but as far as uh one side of my family, I still have to do the other one. It comes from the South, like West Virginia and Virginia. Now I'm trying to figure out if it came from somewhere before that. Other than that, I know it comes from I think Louisiana.
Okay, see, already that sounds weird to me because migrations are not usually from west to east. People colonize
So
the
the
East Coast. People colonize the East Coast first, then they moved west in general.
yeah, so the one from Louisiana, it was, if I'm not incorrect, I'm still validating that that's correct. But from what they told me, it was Louisiana because uh one of my ancestors' fathers, like recent, not someone I didn't know, recent. I just don't want to put a name on it. One of my ancestors' fathers was in the military, so they were born in Virginia. They got based somewhere around Louisiana or Nevada or something, and then they came back to Virginia.
Okay, okay, but you just proved what I was saying. They started in the East Coast first.
Yeah, and then they moved when they were young,
Hmm.
stayed there until they were about a preteen or a teenager, then they came back.
Okay, so I get what you're telling me. You're talking about what you know of your last name, but I asked what I'm asking is different, right? I just told you gotta try to pay attention to what I'm saying.
Okay.
Those last names originated in Europe, not in Virginia, not in Louisiana. So how did your family end up with those last names that came from Europe?
That I don't know.
Good.
Like
That's the best answer. That's what I'm saying. But what happens? Other people will start conjecturing. You know what they tell me?
what?
Oh, that's a white man's slave name. They raped my grandmother. Or we got
I could say
baptized.
one
Oh,
story.
owners got Indians got baptized. Everybody got named after the owner, or they just don't know, and they just no. It's an American last name. The Indians made it up, and that's when I
I
know.
know
That's
some of my people did mix with some quote unquote white people, quote
yeah.
unquote.
That's fine. That's not even what I'm asking. Remember, see, I don't even know why you're bringing that up because
No, I'm saying that because the reason I say quote unquote is because again, who I'm learning it from, they still believe that white means European. So I don't know if they mean like white white. I don't know if they mean
that's what I was
European,
asking you.
French. I
That's
don't know.
listen.
Yeah,
That's what I wanted you to say instead of saying, "Well, some of my know bits and stuff." No, just be honest. The people telling
yeah.
you this, do they know real
That
history? You just answered me.
that's what one of my family members told me
Okay,
that we mixed with a yeah.
you just answered me. So you can't trust, everything these people believe because they don't know if they still believe that all Europeans are white.
Well, I'm saying I don't. Well, yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay.
No, no,
I I
I'm
don't
just
know if they know. I don't know if they believe that
white
all
people.
Europeans are white though. I
You
don't
might be,
know.
well, you might be the first in your family to actually break the spell, get to the facts, get to the details, and show everybody else a more truer history, right? So just know that you might be a pioneer in your family. Most people that follow me are pioneers in their family when it comes to this. They're the first ones who actually have taken it serious in the family and looked into it, done their genealogy, verified false narratives, and confirmed other true ones. So the reason I'm saying this, and is I know your people say they've been there all their lives, but how far back are they really going? If you go to 1830, that's not far back at all. It's like at
But
least 300 years before that. You got to try to account for. Europeans have been coming in since the 1500s, possibly even before that. But they tell us,
I thought it was the 1400s, like 1431 or something.
yeah, I said 1400s.
Oh, I thought you said 15.
Oh, well,
Apologies.
Columbus supposedly came in 1492,
Mm.
92, right? So that's literally
It's
almost.
crazy how they were able to lie that whole history of how they came over here.
We already know
Like,
that's false, bro.
really?
We know we've been navigating from here to over there, colonizing the whole world. So we already know that's just. I'm just saying, up until the time where they say officially Europeans came, there's 300 years, 3 to 400 years there from going all the way to 1830, where most genealogies kind of get stopped at that end. So a lot of people assume, oh yeah, we here, that's it, we here, like that's it. They're not understanding things. So I was just telling you this because I want you to investigate that so you can help your family. So
I have
how do you spell
I
the
have
first
a
last name?
I got you real quick. I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
And from all the genealogies you've done, have you ever been able to trace anything past the 1400s, or like how far back does it go?
Yeah. Well, obviously you can. There's not supposed to be a government that's recording census or doing baptismal because they weren't here, bro.
That's true.
Officially. So is that what you meant earlier by when they're saying, oh, there's older sources in other parts of is that what you meant?
That's the argument that some of them have used. But no, they was more so talking about like ancient Egypt and the pyramids
Ancient
and
Egypt, okay.
skeletons and the
That's what I was
bones they found in the ground and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, they don't have no sources for that shit. Bro, come on.
Yeah.
Show me what sources they got that say that everybody came out of Africa from those times. From ancient Egypt, I want to see the ancient Egypt being Pan Africans. I want to see them saying we came out of Africa. Everything
The
started.
Nile Valley civil, like all that, you know.
Yeah, none of that exists in those in their writings or in their hieroglyphics. None of that. None of that.
So how far back can you trace genealogy? Only goes to maybe the
In the
60s.
Americas, obviously, if you're talking about, see, that's bro, you gotta have this. You gotta understand. You have a European side, most likely, and you have an Indian side. Obviously, the Indian side stops at a certain point because we that's the corporations bringing that shit.
Yeah.
But your European ancestors can go way far back.
Mm,
It
okay,
depends. It depends, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's not, it depends.
got you. What did you ask?
Huh? Oh yeah. Well, how do you spell your last name? The first one? Spreadwill? Spreadwill?
Spratley.
Spotley?
Spratley. Yeah.
I've never run into that surname. Crazy. Is it Spratley with a R? Or
Yeah.
am I spelling it wrong?
Nah, that's how you. Well, yeah. The ones under it that's popping up is the right way.
Okay, Spratley. This one right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sprat. So you see the origin, right?
That's actually what I was looking at too. Well, one of them, one of the things I had looked at.
Yeah. So we know the false narratives of white Europeans and slave masters passing the name. So automatically, if you see this and you know Indians didn't originate it, you know, this is the thing that people try to ignore. A lot of people in this community, like Mike TV and all these people, like Mike TV still believes that's his slave name that he's carrying, probably.
Mm,
And that it was Europeans and stuff that gave him the name, like white Europeans, you know.
yeah.
So yeah, interesting. Sprite. I think I have seen Sprite. I think I have seen Sprite.
Yeah, I know it's different variations of it.
There's always variations of everybody's name. Sprat. They were the navigators. Oh shit! I'm not even going to catch. Got any other questions, bro? That might help
Um,
anybody else.
hmm. Okay, so When you're reading an online PDF book, do you have any tips of how to look at the screen or like certain glasses someone could wear? That way they can actually read a book for a long period of time.
So
Because I have certain books, but they're too long for me to print out.
yes, there's glasses that look like glasses that protect you from the blue light. Let me see if it comes up. Uh, like this, right? So
Mm,
blue light blocking glasses for men, women, anti-fatigue, computer monitoring, gaming, improve sleep. I have one of these, but I don't always put it on. I should. Yeah, I really don't. Yeah, but yeah, there's things like that that'll help you, man. 7,000. That's like 15 bucks. It's like 15 bucks. I don't know why it's giving me Costa Rican one. It's fun. But yeah, it's not expensive at all, bro. You can try that.
mm, okay.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Um,
How's
I'm honestly, I don't think I have anything that I couldn't find myself.
okay? I'm sure you will, though. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
eventually.
Bro, there's questions always. There's always questions because that would insinuate that you know it already.
Yeah. Like as far as right now, I can't think of anything. But as you
Yeah.
learn more, you start to, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No problem, man. No problem, man. I mean, feel like we can wrap it up, or if you don't have no more questions, just
Yeah, I feel like everything's good. I highly appreciate your time. You know, I'm very grateful for you taking time out your day and just conversating, go over some of these topics. Really just, you know, commuting, genuine.
yeah.
Feel me?
So yeah, it's no problem, man. And what I appreciate about you is that you didn't take nothing personal. I said you didn't get upset. You didn't start babbling in the you didn't do none of that. And you're only 22, so kudos to you for not being as childish as some grown men my age or even older.
I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
yeah, man. Shout out to you, and anything you want to just mention or say, I'm on the Telegram. Now I know it's you. Now I know it's you. And yeah, anytime, man. Don't worry. Like, doesn't mean you have to stop asking me stuff, right? If anything comes up again, we can do that. But I think this was very helpful to a lot of even younger folks that are new to my channel, or just anybody that's new to my channel that might have had the same kind of thoughts, questions, or whatever,
Oh,
comments.
sorry not to cut you off. Did you want me to elaborate the monkey thing I was telling you about?
Yeah, we can go over the monkey thing because I didn't understand nothing you were saying
Okay.
about that because it was in text and I didn't know what you were talking
Okay, so more so like where I was coming from with it and what I have been looking up. Really, I'm just questioning a lot of things. Like just normally, I'm intentfully questioning stuff, you know? So the way the mainstream narrative tries to go, I looked it up and majority of it comes from Darwinism, and they say human life does not go back further than 12 million to 8 million years ago. So my thing is, before Darwin, I think his name was Blumenberg or Blumen something. They made a separation between species that stand upright and species that walk on the ground. But when Darwin came, he made it the same. Not just him, probably others too. But they made it the same thing. So my question was more so, is it possible that they're actually finding real humanoid people and they're just classifying them along with other groups of animals?
about. Okay, I think you're asking me. Okay, so I'm looking at Lucy right now, right? This is how they show Lucy.
Yeah.
So this is supposed to be the oldest ancestor of humans on the matrilineal, the woman side, right? This is trying to say this is our ancestor, right? So
Hmm.
what you're saying is it possible that these actually look more human and not like monkeys?
I'm saying, is it possible that we don't come from monkeys, but there were humans there, and they're just classifying them together to denounce that there was life beyond what they want to say there was?
Okay.
Because if they say there was life that far back ago, it would really debunk out of Africa and Darwinism as a whole.
Okay, check this out. The fact that you still doubt, is like this is one of those basic things. Like I was saying, all Europeans ain't white, all black folks ain't Africans. Humans didn't come out of apes, bro.
I know.
No, you have to really know. You just
Yeah,
because
I know 100%. I'm just trying
you
to
said could,
find.
you said could, you said it like you were asking.
Oh, so okay, I get what you're saying. Like when I know, okay, okay,
You're literally trying to debate something. I mean, trying to debunk something we've already debunked. Of course,
yeah,
we don't come out of monkeys, bro. There is no missing link yet. They have never found no missing link. Do you understand what the missing link is?
I'm pretty sure I do.
You pretty sure you do? You sure? What is the missing link? What do you think it means?
Um, isn't it just supposed to be like the disconnect between us and monkeys
The disconnect?
or something? I'm not sure. The only way I've heard it is in like folklore and fairy tales. I never
Yeah.
heard it used in a actual sense.
So this is what AI says as soon as I Google it, right? I'm just gonna read. It says the term missing link, obviously missing, you know what that means, right?
Hmm.
What does missing mean?
Not there, not
Okay.
apparent,
Not there, hasn't been found. And then link. When you link something up, what does that mean?
a connection.
Okay, so there's a missing connection, right?
Hmm.
Refers to a hypothetical. That's not facts. What is
Right,
hypothesis?
the theory.
Transitional fossil that connects modern humans to their ancestors. It originated in the 19th century. So nobody before that was talking about being from monkeys, bro.
That's exactly what I'm finding. That's what I'm saying. Like my thing isn't trying to
But the guy the guy you quoted also, what does that have to do with what we're talking about? Because where did he? What does that have to do with monkeys? Where humans coming out of monkeys? Either way.
no, I wasn't saying that they was coming out monkeys. I was saying when that started becoming more apparent, I'm trying to find research that predates the whole thing because my research of it is not to say that we didn't come from monkeys. I already know we didn't. I'm trying to find how far back I can actually find like skeletons of humans, but everything I'm finding they're comparing to monkeys.
Okay.
Everything.
That's why I said catch up to my videos, bro. That's what I do. That's what I do, bro. Go to my playlist, right? I'm gonna tell you which one, right? Check it out. Don't just
'Cause
say,
I
okay,
am able to find stuff like millions of years ago.
look, yes, I'm trying to show you something. Go to my playlist, watch Forbidding Archaeology, Proof of Early Man in America.
Okay.
Do you see this very first one? Let me just show you. See, they have found modern type humans, not just in the Americas, but all over the world, in the same time periods, bro. But these, like, all right, so you see this image right here?
Yes.
That's the Guadeloupe woman, Guadeloupe Island in the Caribbean. It's literally fossilized and it's embedded into the granite or rock. Like it's old, bro. And the carbon dating, the same scientific carbon dating they use, dates this to 25 million years old.
Mm. And that accurates everything
And I'm
because
not just showing an image, I'm showing the actual anthropological books. They wrote this, okay?
mm,
The whole story, who found it, where they brought it, who had it. Look at this. This is from the British, the Philosophical Translation of the Royal Society of London from 1814. On a fossil human skeleton from Guadeloupe by Charles Conant. Okay? Like this was, it's in the British Museum. They have it in the basement now. They have it in the basement. And they used to display it back, I think like the 40s was the last time they displayed it. All right? So this is what I'm saying. You're missing a lot of, and that's why I said the best thing to do right now, since you have good questions, is try to catch up on the videos. Not because I want views and I want money, it's because I want you really to understand how to dodge the hijack and know when people are just bullshitting and it's pointless to try to debunk something that's already been debunked.
right.
It's just
Because I'm just going in a circle
kind
at that point. I might as well just move forward.
of in a circle and wasting your time when you can be searching your family, doing your genealogy. There you go.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So make sure to check out this series. It's a good one,
What
man.
what's the name of the playlist again?
Okay.
Um,
It's called Forbidding Archaeology, Proof of Early Man in America.
gotcha. Cause yeah, like everything that I was just looking up, um, I was finding it just goes back further and further. And then the whole thing with like the younger Dryas and stuff of how they base the time and all that, I was finding stuff from like actual archaeology of tools and stuff in California 200,000 years ago. That predates a lot of the quote unquote oldest. You know what I'm saying? So
Who?
that's
Hold
why
up,
that question kind of.
hold up, hold up. What did? Okay, I'm trying. Okay, so you said, what did you? Sorry, can you repeat that?
So they found some kind of tools or something somewhere in California,
Yeah, I got that.
like human made tools. And they said the dating of it may have been 200,000 years or
Yeah.
200,000 years.
Look, this is why I say catch up, bro. Check it out. Check it out. I do this. This is what I do, man. Check it out. You see that?
Yeah, okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
Don't play here, man. I've covered this. That's why I said people. I tell people you're missing 8 years of research and context. You don't want to catch up. You want me to send you one video to try to prove to you, entertain you, not you specifically. I'm talking about everybody, right?
Mhm.
I don't waste my time with people like that. I just listen. You don't really care then. Get out of my channel. Go believe whatever you want.
I will say the videos are very good. I'm not gonna lie. Like
I think you're gonna like this playlist and many of my playlists. You just gotta make the time, right?
I was actually rewatching the Africans Not From Africa one, the one with the black Caucasians that migrated into one.
There
I
you go.
was rewatching it.
There you go. There you see that not even Africans are Africans.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So what you mean? Why we even talk? If you know that, if you've been watching my plays, why are we even talking about monkeys from Africa? If even Africans ain't from Africa.
Yeah, my thing with the whole monkey thing, my thing was more so like I was just asking, is it possible that they're actually finding because they'll find the skeletons and date them very old and stuff, but is it possible that they may be finding certain kinds of people and just using scientific racism? That is more so. Well, I won't use racism because that may not be the right terminology for that. But basically, trying to denounce certain things. on the mainstream level.
I'm sorry.
That was more so my question with the monkey thing.
Most likely, yeah, but then we got to go into the realm of guessing, right?
Right. Yeah.
But
Because that's a lot of
I
theorizing.
showed you they got a bone supposedly from 25,000 years ago, right? And then they got out of place artifacts all over the world that don't make sense. They found in depths that are older than what they're saying humans are supposed to be in there. It's not just in the Americas, yeah? But
Hmm.
it's not only concentrated in Africa, and in fact, it's less in Africa. You find all these other things outside of Africa, Asia, Europe, Americas, Australia.
Yeah. That's where I find a lot of stuff. I found either like the one video you did about the what the astronaut found, and I forget where exactly you said it was. It is in Central America, if I'm not incorrect.
Mexico, Mexico, yeah.
Mexico. Yeah, I started looking into that and I found that they had a temple in Italy that was a little bit older than that, and it predates a lot of the stuff either in Africa. Like I don't look at the world from Africa. I look at the world as the world,
Yeah. Where?
you know.
Uh huh.
But the temple in Italy, I was looking it up and learning about it, and the type of stuff that they said they did there, and the quote unquote gods they had. Now, mind you, two different kinds of people, they may have nothing to do with each other, but some of it sounds similar with some of the gods, like the moon gods and stuff that they had in Central America. Some of it sounded a little bit similar to the ones in Italy, or at least the wording and the meaning behind it. I
Wording
would have to actually do a etymological breakdown
for
to
the word.
understand.
A word
Um, I think it was like IONSHK, something like that.
oh,
I
strong.
was looking at it about like 2 weeks ago. I can't. Let me see if it's in my, because I was looking up. It was around the time of your Sam Hain video, so I was trying to see if there was any connection of any of the people or any of the practices between the sites of the, and if there was anything like that also in Central America, not because of the video that you posted, but just in general. I just wanted to say, um, and like it was like two or three moon deities, and like the spelling of the words or the meaning behind it was a little bit similar. I can't hold on. And then see if I can pull it up real quick. Okay, so it was I don't know. I will have to look through my history again and then send it to you. I can't find it right now. But really, a lot of the stuff that I am finding is not in Africa. Like I never based stuff from in Africa. I was just trying to figure out the most true chronology of the events of the world. Because mind you, I had to go through the whole ringer. Like you can imagine what I had to go through to even get to this point. Like I had to go through the scientific stuff, all the whatever beliefs, and then I went through the out of Africa, then the out of Asia, then the Europe, out of like I had to go through all of it, and then you know what I'm saying. Now I can kind of look at everything from a more generalized understanding. That's kind of why I say like I don't like yeah, I guess I'm a human. I'm from Earth. You know that's probably the best way to sum it. I'm on Earth. I feel like I could go to any part of Earth, like aside from like all the people and like the environment. What
Uh, I don't know what you're talking. I'm sorry.
there. Oh, hold on. Let me see. I have it right here. Um, so it's IOWKSNEH and
I
then
Hold
MEH.
on. Go slow. Go slow.
Okay.
Go slow. IOW.
Uh, IOWKSNEH.
Okay. That doesn't sound like. That doesn't look like a word. Are you sure you? I might look at my screen. Am I spelling it right?
Yeah, IOWKSN. Yep. And then the other one is
Oh, that's not a word.
um
Hold up. Hold up.
MEHNS.
Hold up, bro. Where are you getting this from? Give me context. And what are you reading? This is not
Hold
a
on, let
word.
me see. So it's so they say it's the term IOS. Okay. So I can just tell you what I looked up if that'll help. Uh, Because what I'm looking at, it says quote unquote Proto Indo European. I don't really know what language that is. That's
It's not coming up as any word from any country. Even when I was spelling, I was like, this don't make sense.
yeah, on my screen it says it means the shining one and is the ancestors of words like Latin luna.
Where are you getting? Well, so what are you reading?
Okay, hold on. Is there a way I can text it to you real quick? Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna I'm gonna send you the link on Telegram.
There's also a chat on Zoom, but yeah, you can send it on Telegram.
Okay, hold on. This search is kind of random. It was a follow up search from something else I looked at, but these are the words. Hold on.
Hey, Monk, the gamer. Whose channel are you talking about, man? Whose channel are you talking about? All right. Let me know when you send the link. All right.
Just sent it. And then the two words will be uh, mehins. Something like that.
It tells you right away the terms for AI, right? It says terms IO,
Mhm.
KES, and MES do not correspond to any known standard English words, philosophical concept, or common cultural term. It is highly likely they are not widely recognized concepts of any kind, feminine or otherwise, as a private. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like I said, this was a
It's
follow up
crazy
text.
when
Which
you
I had.
Google something and you don't get no results. I That barely happens to me. So I don't know what you're talking about. You send me a Google link.
Hold on.
Where did you
I
get that before Google? Before, don't send me the link. Where did you first hear this and read this? And where are you getting this from, bro? It's not on Google, obviously.
hold on 1 second. I'm trying to send a picture of it. Because honestly, like I said, I was just looking up the things of the different temples and stuff and what kind of practices they did, what kind of
Temples.
gods they did.
What
Like
temples? Let's hold on.
Monte di Capo, Cody, Monte di Cody.
Huh?
hold up.
Note
MOTEDACCOD.
E. Whoa, that don't even sound like the word.
Like it's a little parenthesis. You gotta space it out.
Huh?
Monte de Accodi. It's in Italy. Like MONTE space D. The little slash thing. Oh, you have note is M. Is MONTE.
Mode doc. What is this doc?
Yeah, Monte de Accodi or
Okay,
something like
Monte
that.
de Cody. Okay. What about it? So where is this? This is in Italy. Okay, so what are you talking about?
Yeah, I was just looking into some of the history of it and what kind of stuff they did there.
Where did you get that word, phrase? The-
Um, I was looking up the
This
different
this is literally
archaeology. You said, huh?
this is literally a step pyramid.
Hmm.
Who built
Yeah,
step?
they said there was one around 3000 BC, and there was an older thing that was there around 5000 or 6000. That's what the AI said, though. The AI. Hold on.
Yeah, so I mean, you're just talking about random things, bro. Like I don't, where, what is your question?
Nah, I was just saying that I was looking up the different archaeological sites and seeing how old they were around the world. I was just finding a lot that was older than a lot of the ones in Africa. That's all I was saying.
Oh, there's thousands of them, bro.
Yeah, like they
Thousands
have a lot in Asia and in Europe.
in America, they're all over the place.
I want to learn more about Australia though. I don't know much about Australia or none of those islands. So
This
I'm
is
gonna look into.
okay. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to tell you, bro. I think you asked me, did I do my genealogy first before I started? I should have. I should have done it first. I told you. Who are you? Who are your people? Because you don't have everything yet. You've shown that today. Like, you didn't know I even had this video 200,000 years ago. How do you know they didn't have temples and stuff? And now it's just looks like a mountain, like a melted building.
Right.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, why are you so worried about? Why don't you learn about yourself first, bro? Your people, your area, your country, your region, especially if it's a true old world, because then that might help you link it to whatever you're gonna find in Australia, whatever you're gonna find here in Sardinia. This is literally a step pyramid. Look at it. Literally a step pyramid. Literally looks like the pyramid of Cholula.
Mm,
Okay, so I already know they're gonna tell you that they don't know who these people came from, and there's probably gonna be some story linked to Atlantis eventually. A myth, right? Because they don't know. But where is Atlantis? These are code words and stuff. They mean something. It's gonna link you back to the Americans. So like, yeah, you're telling me to Google words that don't exist and stuff. Like, who are your people, bro?
right.
Who are your people? I know my people already. I know, like, that's why I kind of, and I'm still researching my area. I'm still researching the history of my area, and it's hard. It's not like in the States, everything's recorded and everything. So as I'm doing this, I'm still trying to figure out close to home. That's why most of my videos are the Americas. I ain't worried about too much about Australia yet. Yet we're gonna get to all that.
Yeah. All the moment. Okay. I'm gonna really sit back and just figure out my own stuff and then
Yeah.
go from there.
Watch how ancient America is. You'll see, and then you see how it's gonna connect to every other old civilization.
You know, it's funny. This might be off topic, but like the trees will tell you. Won't lie.
The what?
The trees and like the plants and stuff. Like if you can connect to the tree and stuff, they'll tell you a good amount of stuff.
It does. I'm sorry. I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I was saying like the trees and the environment will tell you certain things. Like even when I was learning and I was trying to read between the lines and disseminate or discern through all the hijacks and stuff,
Yeah.
I always knew that the land that I was in, or at least where I'm at, was very, very old. I don't know how to explain it, but I can feel it, especially when I'm by a tree or by a plant or like by water. Like it feels very, very old. That's more so what I mean. Like the nature, the environment will tell you.
Okay. Hey, LeBron, thank you for that. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ways to figure out things,
Mhm.
and that's what I'm saying. We have it all. Everything that they would use to figure out things in Europe and Africa, if they apply the same science here, they'll see that, yeah, it's as old or old.
I'm confident that they already have.
So what?
I said I'm confident that a lot of them already have for a fact.
Yeah.
You can't hide artifacts from a melting pot if you didn't know about the melting pot. You get what I'm saying? Like it's not possible to lie about something that big if you didn't know how big it was or how to lie about it at least. Like you would have to know. It is not possible that they can or whoever can do all this stuff and create all this deception and not know.
Of course not. Of course. They know.
100%.
That's the main reason they don't want you to know. Because they know who you are.
Mhm.
They know what America was. So you
Shit,
gotta,
they know what this joint gonna be because I feel like it's gonna get real good, but it's gonna be a good process of getting out all of the like right now it feels like a very heavy filtration time, if that makes sense. Like just reflecting and fixing yourself and then learning and going forward.
all right, bro. So I hope I was able to like help you out, understand certain things, and just, I hope it helped a lot of other people too. So if anybody else wants to ever do this, and you want to be able to talk for me as long as you want, and you want to help me benefit from that, since it is time consuming, we can do it live. If you're not shy, that will help me and help you, right? And it'll help many others with the same kind of questions they have, just like this young brother had. And he kept it very honest and real with him and himself and what he was asking himself. And I try to help as much as I can, and I don't try to act like I know more than anybody, or like look down on him in any way. I was there. I was 22. I'm still learning. I'm sure in another 20 years I'll look back at 40s. I'm like, dang, I didn't know shit.
That's
And
fact.
so it's humility and wisdom, right? Brings you a long way. And most people don't have that. Like most people don't care about this realness right now, this moment right now. And you can see from how many people are here? We got 50 people. I got 165,000 almost, I think, 66,000 subscribers, and we only got 50 people here, right? And as you know, other channels that you watch that you mentioned, right? They'll go live with somebody, little celebrity from the community, right? And they got 500 people there, and they just talking. Nobody's showing sources. Everybody's just talking about what they're gonna do, how great they are, and how they so Indian. But it's just people talking and or gossiping about others, and it's just entertainment eventually. This ain't entertaining for people, and unfortunately, that's the reality we live in, bro. So
That's right.
I got you're one of the few, is what I'm trying to say. You're one of the few.
Mhm.
You get it? One of the few, man. And like what we talked about today is so important, especially for a lot of people who are new to this. But they more about the hype. They're more about the thumbnail and the hype and oh gossip. Ooh, they're debating this. Oh, he's debating this guy. Oh, he's debating Oh, he's debating FBAs. Oh, he's the. That's all entertainment. Those people literally just want views.
Yeah, they just want to feel good. They want that ecstasy, you know.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what they're doing. It's all ego a lot of the time. I don't have I don't need to be here debating people I know are wrong. Like that's just a waste of my time.
Mhm.
You know, like the dude, debate me, debate me. He came here, like debate me. All of a sudden, like he comes out of nowhere talking about some other shit. Like
That,
already, you know,
that's the
red
thing about
flags.
debates. Like, it's different if you have primary resources and he had primary resources, and then we compared them to see which one may be. You know what I'm saying? That's different. I don't think that's a debate. That's more like a evaluation. But to debate, that's kind of low because, like, say
Who's
say if I win a debate but I'm still wrong, what did I gain?
but that's what I'm saying. They don't believe they're wrong. That's their ego tripping like a motherfucker. They ego tripping, and that's what I'm saying. It's like pointless if you're gonna try to debate somebody who's ego tripping and don't even have real sources. It's like a joke to me. It's literally a
Mhm.
joke. That's like waste of time. It's just about views and chasing money for real, child. You know. But
Yeah,
either way, we don't do that. Either way, I want you to see. You know what I'm talking about. You've been on the other channels, and you see how many people be there on the live, and just for the hype. And look, we got 56 people here. You know, it's
just
all it's all good. People eventually watch it and understand. Hopefully, somebody like you watches it and they're like, oh, that helped me a lot. You know, that helped me a lot.
those 56 people must be some meaningful people be in this live.
Believe that. Believe that. Apart from the trolls that came by just to talk shit. But yeah, most of the people here are some real ass people, and we care about real history. You
But
know. So, anyways, man, I'm gonna end it right there, man. It's already almost 3 hours. I don't want the videos to be too long either, and we got to the point where we're just talking. You know, we're not asking questions. So you know,
yeah,
thank
it's all good. I appreciate all of it. I appreciate you pulling me up on your platform, you know. Well, even more just talking in general. I'm not really feel me. But I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody else. Hope your day goes smoothly. Stay high, stay positive, stay aware. You feel me?
yeah, yeah. Ramones, yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Ramones, like that's what I want you to see, guys. Like, don't go for the hype or just don't follow people just because they have your same skin color. You know, like it's just like you guys fall for the hype too. So you got to know where people's heart at. It's not just about the info. Know who's telling you the info and where their heart stands and all that. You know, it's it counts. It matters. These people got agendas. They chasing something. Might not be the same thing you're chasing. But you gotta just be aware and know who's who really. It's not about looks only. Guys, my email is if you go to the main page of anybody's YouTube channel, if you go to the main page of anybody's YouTube channel, all right, let me show you. If you go to the main page of any person's YouTube channel, right, and you go to the main page, right, you see here, more, where it says not, it says more, and it's gonna always tell you the email person. Wait, view email. Here we go. See? All right. There you go. All right. So yeah, thank you for coming through, man, and doing it in a live. You could have said no, and you could have just made it a little harder for me today to have a video, but you did it, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you did that. Right? You weren't scared.
Surely.
Took up the
I,
challenge.
I I appreciate you for, you usually I don't like to go over information, and I would ask you to like delete it, but out of, I feel like I'm good. I feel like it's okay. Like I feel like shit's straight,
Trust me,
you
mad
know.
people relate, and mad people are proud of what you did, respect you for what you did, and appreciate how a 22-year-old could have an open mind as much as you can and willing to learn and not stuck on other beliefs and acting childish like other grown-ups. So trust me, and all the real ones listening today, they proud of you, man. And thank you for coming through. Anybody want to do the same and come have a conversation live while everybody's listening and stuff, just let me know. But you got to be something meaningful. So I've been going back and forth with him a little bit, a couple months. So I kind of knew it would be a good live because he had a lot of questions. So don't just contact me and be like, "Hey, I want to talk to you. Just go live," and then I don't even know you. I don't even know who you are. You could be a hijack. You could be these fake ass dudes.
No background
On
information
Mike
at
TV,
all.
yeah, Mike TV's nuts and all that. I don't know who you all are. So, but, keep it real, man. I'll keep it real with you. And if you come like a hijack, I treat you like a hijack, man.
I hope you're able. Well, I trust you're able to have, lives like this more with other people. Maybe some of your longtime viewers. I feel like that would be interesting. Either if y'all just go over some resources like you may
Yeah,
be doing behind the scenes,
yeah,
that'd be interesting.
yeah. I've been trying, bro. Unfortunately, people are shy. People don't want to do it on public. They shy, or I don't know. They always like think about it and then they don't. I want them. I want them to come on and have these conversations live. We need to do that. So whoever's hearing, you heard him. He said, "Hey, I want some of you long-time people to be able to do this." Hey, you already know if you're one of them, you want to volunteer, then you see there's people
Yeah,
that
like get Kirkland up here. He be having.
yeah, yeah. It's just we don't want to dead air. We want to really talk about stuff because I know you'd had a couple questions. I know we'd be talking for a while, so that's why I went live. But make sure you have something meaningful to talk about as well. Like don't just contact me and you just want to say hi. you know, more than that. He said, "I've been here since 2020." Okay, see made a nature. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know your image. You changed your name. You're the Parham, right? I know my followers. See meta nature. You're the Parham, right? Let me know. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. I know who you are. I just didn't recognize your username because you changed it over the years. But I think I recognize the image. But yeah, I know who been here. I know who hasn't been here, especially from what they say and the comments they make. So I know where they're missing. Yeah, Parham. Yes, I knew I was right. What's up? What's up? Yeah, she has
Uh,
been for a while.
Another thing I'm gonna do when I'm watching your videos, I'm gonna get like a notebook or just when I start learning stuff, I'm gonna write down some of the comments that I would say first,
Exactly. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
and then go from there. Cause
Yeah,
some of the comments I do be giving like good information. I'm not gonna lie, but other ones I feel like I could have probably just wrote that down and figured it out myself.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good way to be able to remember too if you want to discuss something. Take notes. Sure. Yeah. But I'm gonna drop now, bro, because I got a main fight to watch. I'm watching boxing today as a pay-per-view one, and it's about to come on. And I'm about to go enjoy that. It's gonna be a good fight. Chris Eubanks and Conor Ben, part two. If you're into it, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, don't worry about it. I I
That's
I have my hobbies and entertainment and stuff. I'm gonna go chill, relax with my homeboys. Shout out to the crew. If you're listening right now, I'm about to join the party chat so we can enjoy the fight. All right, guys.
all right, but have a good one. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, appreciate you for coming through. All right. Thank you for keeping it real and being mature, unlike other grown adults like Mike TV and everybody else. All right, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, man. I'm gonna go out now. Anything else you want to say last before we go to everybody?
Um, nah, nothing needed to be said. All work is done.
All right. No worries. No worries. Thank you again. Appreciate you, man. Take care. Have a good rest of your Saturday. And all of you as well listening, have a good rest of your Saturday. You know, definitely going to be here tomorrow with another video, even possibly later. See how it goes today. Yesterday I tried, and yesterday was so busy, man. After I went live, I had to do so many things. And I wasn't able to, but definitely going to come back with one at least tomorrow. For sure, we got a great genealogy video. And not just genealogy, but the history we found to discuss about it. So thank you again. If you came through, was here the whole time. Appreciate anybody who donated. Shout out to the moderators that were here, my longtime followers, and all the new people. I hope you guys take the time to catch up. When I say, and I leave it in the comments when you guys make a question or comment, I'll say, please catch up. I really mean, please catch up. There's a reason. I'm not. It's not about the views or the money. It's because you're missing a lot of context. All right. I'm just being real with you. All right. Much love and respect. Are we going out with one of Science instrumentals? Right. It's song 50. He just names some numbers, but song number 50. Let's go. Appreciate Science for the music always, and anybody who produces beats and sends them to me. I appreciate you guys always. Thank you. Again, much love and respect. Pura vida, mi gente. Oh, wow.